Hey guys, so before I show you the live stream from last Friday where we went over all of the submissions on live and we went like talking about what we thought about it, I just want to thank you for this amazing participation on the contest. We have over 100 submissions of really great artwork from all the different levels in the artistic experience here. So it was a blast. We're definitely going to have more competitions. I'm not sure exactly how soon, but we will have them here in the channel. So thank you all for your support, and now let's go to the live stream. Here we go. The evaluation process, as I mentioned. Oh yeah, the how we're gonna decide the winners and all that stuff. So we will have, as you guys know, 5 winners, right? And all of this was in the rules. The rules. We had the rules here like tagged in so that no one had any questions about this. So right here we have Creatures Unleashed, and there we go. So we're gonna have 5 winners. 2 winners are going to be the grand prize winners. One's going to be the judge picks, and the other one's going to be the community picks. Right now, for the judge picks, I have a couple of my friends who are willing to participate, some of my colleagues from the industry. You might know one of them. It's Fox, right? One very nice concept designer. And I'm talking with a couple more. That's why we wanted to have this extra week, because I do need to filter out some of the participations, some of the elements, and then I'm going to be presenting them to the judges that are going to help me pick. But we're going to have 5 different judges, and all of the evaluations of the judges are going to be available at the end so that there's absolutely full transparency. And yeah, and the other one's going to be the community pick. So David's going to help me explain this at the very end of the stream. There's going to be a special post that's going to be available on Discord, and you guys are going to be able to vote once, okay? Just once. And you're going to have the full week from now till next Friday to vote and decide which one you want to pick and which one you want to give your vote. We're going to grab all of those votes and we're going to decide who the winner is. First prize, second prize, okay? So after that, we're going to have 3 finalists, runner-ups, and there's going to be 2 finalists on the judges' side. So we're going to have first place, second place, third place, and then we're going to have first place on the community pick and also second place on the community pick, okay? The prizes are here. Hopefully that's all clear. And remember, we also have 1 Topogun license for all of the winners as well. Ben LOD, thanks for the resub, my friend. We got a hype chest. I don't know what this is, but we got another sort of like icon here on Twitch. There you go. Yes, there's going to be, again, like a scorecard at the very end, like summarizing the points. If you remember, we're going to be using this evaluation chart right here. And there we go. It might overlap Martin TK3D, but we're gonna try to not have that overlap, right? If we see that some of the winners, or let's say that the best one gets immediately picked by the community, and we all know that it's like, oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be the winner, and all of the community is voting for that one. If that happens, then from the judges' side of things, the second place or the third place might jump to that, so that we have 5 winners. Like we're not gonna repeat prizes, right? So that's a great question, by the way. Remember that this is what the judges are going to be using to evaluate. We're going to be using presentation, sculpt, technical execution, story and background, design, and creativity. So that's why we want to have that sort of like nuance, because there might be some ideas and some designs, some stories that are really good, and maybe the presentation, it's not a 20 out of 20, and that might push things up and down, okay? That's it. Any more questions before we start with the showcase? Let me check on YouTube, because we had some over here. Let's see. What if the winners are the same? We've already answered that, and there you go. More contests in the future? Yes, definitely. We're gonna have more contests on the future. There we go. Okay, cool. I think we're fine then. So let's jump. Let's go in here. And today we're gonna go over as many as we can. Now, it's way too many, right, guys? Like, we have over 120 submissions. So I'm not gonna be reading the stories. I'm not going to be seeing all of the images, but I am going to be telling you, this was a question that we got, how do we know if someone's going to be disqualified? This is going to be like the filter. You guys are going to help me see if we have anything that we're missing. If we see, unfortunately, any like plagiarism or cheating, we're just going to like say, hey, man, cool stuff, but this is not part of the element, okay? So yeah, are the contestants? Yeah, I'm going to be publishing the list of all of the elements, or all of the contestants, and I'm gonna like submit the final score that they got, which is gonna be an addition of the scorecards that the judges are gonna be like evaluating with. So yeah, there we go. Let's start with the first one. Keegan Moore here. And Keegan Moore creates this very, very cool wolf. So I can see the story right there. Awesome. And this is the beauty render. Nice, nice. I like this. I really like this. Very nice beauty render. Cool composition, you know, cool and warm colors going around. This is very, very cool. Very nice. I like this. Clay render looks very nice. Look at that surface effect right there. The fur. By the way, I'm going to ask very quickly if you are here, guys. So, Keegan, if you're here, quick question. Where did you do the hair? Is this Xgen? Is this Fiverr Mesh? Is this in Blender? Like, I'm curious about what you use. Oh, there we go. So, we are using Blender, it seems. Nice, nice. Very original here for the turntable. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, like a parasite wolf. Yeah, very cool. So we're starting strong here with this very, very cool, like wolf, like parasite wolf. Awesome job there, Keegan. Awesome job. Let's go on the next one. Okay, yeah, 4 submissions right here, 4 images. Everything seems to be in order. We got our clay render here. This reminds me a lot of like kenkus. Kenkus are like this, like bird people, I think, from Japanese folklore, if I'm not mistaken. And let me see. Yeah, nice. Nice poly paint, turntable, and the story right here. Awesome. Goth Berunda. Lion man. Yeah, it's kind of like a griffin, like a humanoid griffin. Awesome. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Let's go to the next one. This is the Demon Creature by 3D Maniac. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Story. 1, 2. Okay, the only thing I'm going to check here is I don't want any... Here's a 1920 by 1080 clay right there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the resolution is right. Yeah, the only thing I wanted to make sure is that no extra images were here. But it seems like this was just like a discussion that was going on. So, yeah, this is cool, man. I really like the design of the eye. Very stylized character. I like that. A good job on the poly paint as well. Like, that's very, very, very cool. And the story. Awesome. Nice. Yeah, so this is the Soul Eater Hingzuja Demon Creature. Very, very cool, man. Let's go on the next one. The Frog Wizard. Nice. So this is one of the things that I would change here. Just a quick like feedback is it's a little bit on the dark side, right, my friend? I'm gonna disable streamer thing so that I can see the names. So Carmoneiro, this is very, very cool. I love the composition. Very nice beauty render. Definitely telling a story. Be careful with the empty area over here, and be careful with the very dark shadows that you might have on this area right here, because it's a little bit difficult to appreciate. But I like it. Yeah, very fun frog right there. Nice. So you used a little bit of Maya here for the whole element. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff for the frog. The Kakalutu. The Kakalutu of the Unknown Planner. Chris Dennis. Awesome. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, man. Okay. Because I do, like, I'm not going to evaluate things. Like, I'm not going to give you a score right now. I really need to take my time and go through each one of them and give them a good number. But one thing that I am going to do here is I'm just going to give my opinion again about, like, technical stuff or design stuff. So from a design perspective, you are picking a reptile, right? Like, this definitely feels like a reptile. And this is where anatomy, biology, and those sort of things start sort of like clashing together from an axolotl. There you go. So those types of animals are usually cold-blooded animals. So having a cold-blooded animal on a cold environment, it's not like compatible, right? This is sci-fi. We can of course justify that they have a different type of blood, different type like of biology or stuff like that. But just keep that in mind, because people will question, especially those who know about like biology. They'll be like, why do we have a cold-blooded like animal in a snowy surface, right? Like in a snowy world. Also, careful with atmospheric perspective, my friends. This is one of those like very easy tricks to make your renders look better, especially when you have a very like big element. So atmospheric perspective is this thing that we have when we are in the outside, it happens on Earth, it happens on every planet, but it needs to have an atmosphere, otherwise this doesn't work. And that's the fact that between you and other things, like faraway mountains or trees or whatever, there's more atmosphere, right? So things will get closer and closer to the color of the sky. That's, again, a very, very common thing that we can use in concept art and in painting and in our renders by adding a little bit of fog or just playing with the saturation of some of the elements to really give that sense of depth on our objects, okay? So there you go. Read about holding cold blood in 7th grade. Never thought that would come in handy. Everything you've learned in your life, my friend, everything you've learned in your life will come in handy, man. Especially in the 3D world. There we go. Multicromptir, this name is, the name of the creature is, oh my god, that's very difficult to pronounce. Kakleshvi? Sounds very, sort of like a Northern European. Nice! It's like a, it reminds me a lot of like a chimera, right? It has a lot of stuff. So it has the wings, it has the horns, it has like a cow face. Again, try to, this is something that I constantly remind you guys when you're presenting your work, because this is a fun character, it's a fun design, and I can tell that you had a great time working on this. However, on this one right here, the light, it's a little bit all over the place, right? Like we're seeing things, or illumination, kind of like a global illumination that's not really focusing on the character. This is why we have, of course, the portfolio workshop, like a free course on the site that you can use to just like change the spotlight or the angle of your lights so that the light is only hitting the character and we obscure a little bit of the outside elements of our creature. That way we really give the little spotlight to the character and we showcase it in the best way. Let's see. Have any more questions? There we go. The Parasite from Mississel. Nice. We got the story right here. Guess that's the... There we go. I will be counting the words, by the way, guys. Not right now again, but I will be counting the words because that was another one of the instructions. So be careful with there. There we go. That's pretty cool. I think you're one of the only ones that went into this biomechanical stuff. Because this guy reminds me a lot of like... this guy reminds me a lot of like the fungi from Last of Us. Right? And you have like this very cool robot as well. Yeah, cool stuff. How did you do the webbing? Did you use some sort of I'm wondering, like micro mesh or something like that? Yeah, 500 was more than enough. It's like a short story. Like you can do easy 3 paragraphs with it. Yeah, that's very cool. I'm not sure how you did the webbing. It looks very, very nice. Great work on the colors as well. Like this is a great contrast. You guys know the primary colors, right? Or the complementary colors. So we know that we have purple and yellow, we got blue and red, and we got a green and I always forget about green and red. Sorry, green and red, and we got blue and orange. It's blue and orange. So this right here is playing a little bit with that because we got some desaturated greens, and then we have very saturated reds. We have a little bit of orange, and we have a little bit of blue. So from a color composition, I think this looks very, very cool. Nice design there. Awesome. Phantom Weaver. I saw this one. It was very funny. It was a little bit bizarre as well, to be honest, Lazy Mouse, but I found it very interesting. So we have this creature. It reminds me a little bit of like a peacock, which has like the big tail, but then it has these things that reminds me a lot of like parasites. I've seen some videos where some pets are being like dewormed, and you get like this ugly, like there was a video not too long ago about the bear, and this bear was just like crossing a highway, and he had like a huge amount of tapeworms just coming out of its ass. Which was very, very disturbing. So it does remind me a little bit of that, which generates an interesting contrast because we have very soft colors, very sort of like pretty colors, and then we got this right here. If that's the sort of like bizarreness that you wanted to go for, then that's interesting, or that's cool. I think you nailed it. But if you wanted to go more for the pretty side of things, I would definitely change the placement of these branches to maybe like the main or like the back, because right now they do look like they're coming out of its ass, and that's again quite bizarre. But yeah, not bad. Let's go to the next one. Scarlock. Oh, we went to dragon with this one. Oh man, dragons are tricky, and you guys, let me see. I'm not sure. Can I show it to you guys? I think I can show it now. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. Give me 1 second. You guys are gonna like this. So this is only for those who are actually watching the stream. Not gonna be available. But you guys were asking about the dragon head, how big it was. It's pretty damn big. I'm still missing the addition of the horns, but yeah, it's quite big, guys. We're gonna finish this. I'm recording the whole process, so this one's gonna be coming out very, very soon. Well, not very soon, probably in like a couple of weeks, maybe a month, because there's still a lot of work to be done. But this one's gonna be, you know, hanging there on the back, so it's gonna be a cool one. This is the 3D printed one that we did for Elegoo. And it's 10 kilograms of filament here, over 300 hours of printing time. But yeah, it's damn big. It's damn big. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try using a little bit of fillers to remove that. The back is hollow, so all of the back is hollow. I'm not gonna carry it again, but the back is hollow, and it's a very cool project. But let's go back here to the dragon, right? Because dragons, as I was saying, they were tricky. They definitely are tricky. So this one's a great one, and I love the beauty render that you did right here, like the colors, the poly paint, the composition. Again, guys, remember, when we're doing open scenes, open environments, it's important to do a little bit of blur on the back, and as things go farther away, they get desaturated and we lose contrast, okay? We're not gonna see as much detail. That's very, very important from a, from a perspective and from a, like, concept design principle, okay? So, but yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Alejandro Jimenez, awesome work, dude. Nice stuff. Happy Diwali as well, yeah, to all of our Brazil. I just saw this from Brazil. To all of our Indian students and all of our Indian community, happy Diwali, my friends. There you go. So Jorge Luis says Acretia, and we got this character right here, very reptilian. Nice, nice. That's the clear render right there. And we got the composition here. Okay, so one advice that I would give you, my friend, and again, this is from design perspective, so let me open Creator real quick. Rakesh, hello, my friend. AJ Lamas as well. King Kong is asking, what's better, Huion Canvas 16 or 16 Pro or XP Pen Artist Section Generator? I haven't used XP Pen. I've been using Huion tablets for a while now, for like 4 or 5 years now, and I really like them. I do have a Canvas 16 2021 that I use with my laptop, and here I have my Canvas 13, which is a smaller one, but this one is 2.5K resolution, so it's very, very nice. Both of them are excellent. So here, my friend, one of the things that I would do for this particular character is I would make the chains bigger. Okay, like really, really, really big. Same for the bracers and all of these things right here. You want to exaggerate things a little bit more because we have a very strong character and what I consider to be very like flimsy or very like weak chains. So if he just does like a quick tug on the arm, he's gonna break those chains. So you always want to play with that sort of like proportion. And I like to see the design process as a very logical process. I've mentioned this before that I really like the form follows function sort of like mentality when designing stuff, and in this particular case the function of the change is to restrain him, right? That's the main goal of the chains, and if they're very small or very weak, that's not gonna happen, right? So they're not following their function, they're not fulfilling their function rather, so that's not gonna be the best decision for us. The Rust Walkers, dude, I was like, when we launched this concept, or this contest, David and I, we knew that horror was going to be, like, the main sort of, like, prevalent theme or thematic for the whole thing, because we're in October, Halloween, and creatures, we usually relate those to very sort of, like, scary stuff. But I'm very happy that we do have a couple of, like, whimsical or, you know, different happy-go-lucky characters. So this one, amazing. Really, really cool, man. I love this. This is a collectible. Like, if you 3D print this and use this as a collectible, it will be a very cool little guy as well. Arm painter. Yeah, I just got some sandable filler that they use for, like, woodworking. Lord Tellum. I know green stuff is really good, but it's also very expensive here in Mexico. And it's not as easy to work with. So I'm going to try with the filler first. And if it doesn't work, then, yeah, I'll probably have to do some green stuff. There we go. Sunra. Awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff there. Let's go to the next one. Mother Elala. Oh, this is very creepy. Eldritch Entity. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this with oh there oh can you okay, okay, okay. I'm getting it a little bit better. What? No. What happened here? Oh, okay, okay. So here's again a little bit of feedback for you, my friend. I think that you added this like character in the front, and at first I thought it was part of the character itself, like it was sort of like embedded in the chest. But it seems like it's just a compositional choice that you did here. So like this creature going into the nightmares of this kid right here. Unfortunately, due to your choosing in colors and materials, it becomes very difficult to understand. I really like the design. It reminds me a lot of like the new Diablo, like main boss or one of the main bosses, Lilith. These are like very interesting hair or like horn like designs are very, very cool. But I think that it's a little bit difficult to really tell what's going on here. You actually had a very nice like tones over here. Like even those red jewels, I think those might have been a better accent, Andres, to include here on the final composition. But yeah, this is good, man. Heru Naito says, I have not included the story. I didn't know about the instruction. Heru, hi. Like, the instructions are here, man. How can I help you? I can't help you. My hands are literally tied. I cannot help you, unfortunately, my friend. But if you submit it, we'll still take a look at it. Shadow of Anubis. This is very World of Warcrafty. I like this. So we got this wolf right here. But my friend, Boyd Kaiser, I'm sorry, Boyd Kaiser. You are going to be the first person that I'm unfortunately going to have to say does not meet the criteria of the contest. And I'm sorry that you're the first. I know it sucks to be the first. I'm not picking on you, but you're like the first submissions that we see right here that's not following the rules as described on the contest. Okay, Void Kaiser. So, and I can actually see that you got like banned or something. So that means that you probably were doing some bad stuff as well here on the server, my friend. I'm sorry about this. But yeah, even though it's a very cool idea, I like your wolf. I like the idea. But we are missing a like you submitted more images that you should have. Not all of them are on the proper sort of like resolution, I think. And that unfortunately, no, I know. Maybe it was probably the other mode. But yeah. It's a cool idea, though, my friend. Good job there. Honsu, the Demon Warrior. There we go. Nice, nice. I think Elisandro was asking about the base, because some people did add a base that was important to the character. So, yeah, there we go. Graphics cards, NVIDIA, man, all the way. I know Radeons are not bad, especially for games. They can be quite nice, and the prices is quite nice as well. But most of the softwares that we use for 3D do require a little bit of like ray tracing, and they use like CUDA core technology. So you're gonna be safer with NVIDIA. Let me change that song, because it has lyrics, and then my voice is not heard. There we go. So yeah, this is good, man. It's definitely a little bit on the humanoid side of things, right? Like I don't see, and we did mention, or we did talk about this on the first like live stream video. It's like we don't just want like a human with horns and that's it. But it's a good submission. The anatomy, it's quite nice. I really like the pose. There's a lot of gesture in it, so not bad, my friend. Ryan Weathers here. Nice. Yeah, this is very creepy. Instantly reminds me of stuff from like what's the word, from Stranger Things, right? Like the Demogorgon. There we go. The story. Yeah, good stuff, Ryan. Really like this. Did you do texturing, or is this just like poly paint and Photoshop composition? Because this one looks very nice. Half-Life Dog. I haven't played Half-Life in a while, so I don't remember all of the enemies. But yeah, good stuff there, Ryan. I really like that one. Yeah, not every NVIDIA card has RTX. They start with RTX from generation 3000. So a 3060 Ti, a 3070, a 3080, of course, and then now the 4090. They're already working on the 5000 series, which should be releasing next year. So my advice, if you are low on budget, go for a 3000 series, but try to go for one of these versions that are like the super versions. They usually have more VRAM. Or wait a little bit, and maybe the 4000 series will go down in price as well when the 5000 series like works. Triplanar in Marmoset. That works, man. That totally works because you were able to really capture. One little like thing that I would add it here, and that's just like personal preference, is maybe, you know, like just exaggerating the glossiness just a tad bit, so that the eye looks a little bit more glossy, right? Just a little bit. And this is the kind of stuff, they do this all the time in movies, where they place a specific light pointing to specific parts of the characters, so that they really bring that out, and you get to see a little bit more of what's going on. But yeah, that's a great one, man. Good stuff, Ryan. It looks like you definitely had a lot of fun on the design process as well. The Babowski here from our good friend Kiluas. Oh, nice stuff, Kiluas. Quite ambitious. That's a very ambitious project. 4 arms, 4 legs, like a centaur. Colby, nice, man, nice. Good clay render, I like it. I feel like we lost a little bit of that specialness on the beauty render. I love the pose, very dynamic, but I feel like the colors are a little bit difficult to see, especially on the inside. Like, since both of the hands are holding the chest, we lose a little bit of that silhouette, and we're losing a little bit of that, like again, like this strength right here. But it's a very cool concept, man. Cool stuff. You guys like this one? The detail on the skin is really, really nice. Yeah, quite original. Nice. Oh, this one was one of my favorite ones. I'm definitely like feeling this one right here. This is a top one right here. Jeransom, yeah. Yeah, it's like the Angel of Death, right? I think you're going for something of that. The Legend of Achachak. Very crazy stuff, man. Really, really crazy. A lot of details, a lot of stuff, but it works. Like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes when we add too many things, we start getting into this very like noisy situation where we don't really understand what's going on. With this one, I can immediately tell that it's like based or inspired by like Native American like communities, right? Because we had like the dream catchers, the beads, the bones. It's very shaman like. It's very, very cool. Very, very nice. I'm guessing, and I'm not sure if you're here, my friend, that most of this is paint over, or did you actually go through the full like production pipeline? Because I can see the clay render right here, but this one, I'm not sure if it's just paint over for the materials, maybe a little bit of poly paint or things like that. Very cool, man. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, that one goes really hard. Really, really hard. Next one, Lavanica, Guardian of Allura. Okay, there we go. Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, Engine X3D. Nice. So this one reminds me a lot like a dragon as well. It's kind of like an amphibious dragon. Casey. Oh, you're here, Casey. There you go, Casey. Cool stuff, man. Like, I really like the forms in general. You went for a very sort of like smooth silhouette overall, and then very intense detailing on the inside of the character. So that's pretty cool. Nice. And really good job here on this paint. Is this paint over in Photoshop, Casey? Snake Dragon Hybrid. Yeah, can definitely feel that vibe. Was this Photoshop, or did you do like poly paint for the colors, I mean? Because this is really, really cool stuff, man. Love the little smoke right there. Yeah. And nice choice here by making the environment darker than the character. That way, again, we give the spotlight to the character. Yeah, good stuff, man. Awesome. The Vorvax. There we go. There's a story over here. Okay. Nice. Got a cool clay render there. I would definitely push the levels and the contrast here a little bit more, man. It's very muted. It's very difficult to appreciate all your hard work. But good work on the proportions and the anatomy. Like, the forms are there. Definitely needs a little bit more polish. But, yeah, good stuff. The Puppet Spider by Jensonian. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I've seen that Asian folklore has a lot of, like, spider ladies as part of their mythology, right? Spiders, like, I'm not arachnophobic, but they definitely make it tricky for me. I don't like spiders as much. Yeah, it's a cool concept. It feels like you used a little bit of, I'm not sure if marbles or something for the cloth, because it is flowing. I like the composition, but the only weird thing is this legs right here. Like, I would probably, oh no, now I see what you did here. Nice. Okay, now I get it. So the lady is a puppet. That's why it's called Puppet Spider, right? So the lady is the puppet, and the main villain is the spider. There you go. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Okay, in that case, my only advice then, or my main recommendation for this concept, Jensonian, would be to maybe push the elements of the puppet and make it more puppet-like, right? Because right now it kind of looks like an actual character, like a female character. So it will be pretty interesting to see that. And yeah, as one man low budget here is saying, another thing that could work is maybe adding a little bit of hair to the spider, changing the silhouette. Silhouette is one of those things that gets like it's quite underrated at first when you're a beginner, like an artist. So for instance here, if we just change the silhouette of the leg and just make it a little bit more spiky, right, like adding like a plate or something, that immediately changes how we see the whole thing. So adding this, again, changes in silhouette can really help with the whole process. Right? See how that changes the way we look at this? And then again, if you add, like someone mentioned, the little hairs and the little details, all of those things can really push this to the next level. But good stuff, man. Yeah, that's it's quite nice. Let's see. Yeah, welcome, Flipkicks. Nice, there we go. So I was mentioning that not everything was creepy. I mean, this is definitely a creepy side as well. Martini here, but it's more original because we're going into the like bug things, right? Like this is like a praying mantis. It definitely reminds me of a praying mantis. Let's take a look at the clay render. Nice, really nice forms here. Interesting approach here on the membranes for the wings. You use tubes to get the true like thickness. One advice here to you, my friend, is make sure that when you're doing your characters, if they're going to be standing on the ground or something, make sure that they really feel like they're standing on the ground. Because if we don't do that, it just feels a little bit weird or awkward that they're sort of like floating there, right? So we always want to make it feel like they're actually, again, like standing, and there's like weight and pressure going on. The very, very common mistake as well when presenting some of our work. Hawk2 says, "How are you? Hello, how are you? I'm doing great. Can you give some advice on how to fast learn character anatomy?" There's not such thing as fast learning. There's things as efficient learning, right? And of course, I'm biased, but you can check the anatomy course that we have on the site, and there we have the it's kind of like a fast track on me explaining all of the muscles, all of the forms, the things that you need to understand about human anatomy. But it takes time to practice. It takes time to do the work. It takes time to understand all of that information. So don't expect to like make a perfectly like amazing again, like anatomy character in a week. Like that's not possible. Yeah, I like this one. The colors are very interesting. This red colors, red and green colors, good contrast there. Awesome, Martini, good stuff. Mother of Fingers, Aranya, VX Wayman. There we go. Nice. See, you did understand the rules correctly, man, because I did mention no not safe for work stuff, and you very creepily, very, very interestingly managed to capture that here on the character. Awesome, and this is like stuff from Nightmares, like definitely stuff from Nightmares. But I love it, man. This is really, really freaking cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is great, man. It definitely looked like you had a lot of fun. This is, by the way, another great example on how to like reuse assets very nicely. Which in this case, he did the hands. I probably did one hand, and then he just replaced and reposed a couple of fingers here and there. But this one's definitely a cool one. One very, very like neat picky thing, and I hate to be that guy, but I do feel like the arms are a little bit too thick on the wrist. And in female arms, you usually want to, you know, like streamline them a little bit more. Right? So just removing a little bit there, I think, might have made the arm. Especially on this side, you can see how this part of the arm looks very chunky. So it doesn't look as a streamline. Let me see if I can That's a little bit too much. Especially when posing like arms in this specific like angle, it can definitely be tricky. But I'll probably just change that a little bit. It's a small change, but I feel like it makes the deforms look a little bit more, you know, stylized. Just a little nitpick there. But yeah, this is very cool, man. Very, very cool. I love this one. This would look sick as a 3D print as well. I'm curious how we would, or how you would like retopologize this for games, because this is more for a concept. It's been done. Like I've seen like very, very crazy bosses in like Elden Ring and things like that. But yeah, amazing stuff, man. Amazing, amazing stuff. Praying Mantis here from Artman. Nice. Yeah, cool. So Artman, I'm gonna give you a big shout out here because I know, I can tell from the level of execution that we have right now that you're probably on the early stages of your 3D career, and that's great. I literally bow to you because you were not intimidated by a lot of other people who have been doing this for a long time, and you were like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna participate on the contest. Maybe I know that I'm not gonna win, but I want to do it because I want to learn, I want to improve, I want to show this kind of stuff, and I just want to be part of it. This is the right mindset for any artist out there, because we tend to be very sort of like self-aware of where we are, and we are scared of just like trying to do something because we are like, oh, we're never gonna win. But it's not about winning, right? It's about learning. It's about getting your name out there. It's about people knowing who you are and knowing your style. So this is very, very cool, man. There we go. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Morgoth the Corruptor. Yeah, and let me go full screen here for just a second. I was reading about this not too long ago, and it talked about how we're always waiting for the perfect time to be part of something, right? We're always waiting for the perfect time to start a new hobby, to learn a new skill, to upload our new portfolio, stuff like that. We're always waiting for the perfect time. And if you wait for the perfect time, it'll never come. So it's better to just do it. And yes, you might get some backlash. Like, if your stuff is really bad, people will maybe laugh at it. Maybe there'll be some mean comments. But I assure you that there's always going to be good people out there that are going to encourage you. They might give you guidance. They might even help you out and give you like 15 minutes of their time to go through a specific technique that are going to help you grow as an artist. So it's very important that you stop thinking about all of those things that, or you need to stop thinking about or waiting for that perfect moment to come and just do it. It doesn't matter if you don't win. It doesn't matter if people think your stuff sucks. It doesn't matter, because the important thing is that you did it, and you did it with the best possible tools that you had at that time, and you learn, right? The faster you fail, the faster you learn. This is something that a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of big artists say. You need to go through this failing process to learn as much as you can. Now, if you're failing and you're not learning, we got a problem, right? But if you fail and you are able to see, okay, this is where I made my mistake, then the next time that you do this, the next time that you work on something, the next time that you present a piece of art, you will be better. And little by little, day by day, week by week, year by year, you guys got to be patient as well. Year by year, you will improve, and you will be happy because you're doing what you like, you're doing what you love, and you will see how you make better and better stuff. Okay, so don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Just start working, start doing, start learning, and you'll thank me in a couple of years, my friends. So let's continue here after that little motivational like a little pep talk right there. I'm okay, says, good evening from here, Abe, how are you? Can you tell us your journey to become a 3D artist? I've talked about this before. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here, my friend, but I've been a 3D artist since 2011. And I can give you, I'm just going to give you a very quick, like a quick example about what I meant. Back in 2011, I had taken classes, like 3D classes, for only 2 months. 2 months! And at that time, there was this like company that was hiring for a game that was called Utopia. It was like a very like old Facebook game, and with only 2 months of experience, I applied to that studio. And I know, hey, what's the worst that could happen? They're gonna say no. That's it, right? But they say yes. They're like, yeah, sure, come and work with us and help us with a couple of assets. And that's how my journey started. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for everyone, right? Like, I'm not saying that with just 2 months you're going to be able to land a job. But at that time, for me, in that position, in my, what's the word? In my journey, I was able to do a little bit of work for this game, and that opened new doors and opened my mindset to start, like, looking for other things that I wanted to learn and improve about, right? So... But that's because I actually took the effort, or I took the time to call this company and ask if they were hiring, and at that point again they were. So yeah, just like, do it, man. There's no perfect time. You just gotta do it. I should have a channel in Discord to show my old work off to inspire new. That's actually a great idea. But I'm gonna show you one right now. I've shown this before. Critical hit, block spot. Because when we were back at Noman, one teacher told us to do like a block spot to share some of our stuff. And like, this was my kind of like knowledge about anatomy back in the day. May 2013, so a little bit over 1 or 10 years ago. So this is some of, yeah, like look at this character. March 2013. Horrible. Now I see it, I was like, oh my god. Like, rendering was bad, texturing was bad, anatomy was bad, pose was bad, cloth was bad, like, everything was bad. This was me 10 years ago. So, that's why I'm telling you guys, you need to be patient. You need to be patient in this journey, okay? There we go. Now let's take a look at Morga, the Corruptor. Amazing shot here. Love this shot, my friend. This is from J. Dumont. Very, very cool shot. Tells a story. Nice. Nice texture. He looks like a rock giant or something like that. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. I like this one. There we go. Let's go with this one. Black box recording log. Entry 71. Unknown creature. There we go. Scottrix here really went for the story. I'm gonna check the amount of words, man, because this might be a little bit too much, but I hope it's not, because this is also a very sick concept. This reminds me a lot of like Zergs from StarCraft, right? Very nice, like a centipede character. Nice, nice. Careful here with your clay render. You can definitely add a little bit more light. If you are gonna have a dark like material, you wanna like again play a little bit with the background so that the background doesn't win on how sort of like important it is with everything else. Great job here. I'm wondering if you did again like traditional poly paint, or sorry, traditional like workflow with UVs and everything, or if you just poly paint this. But this looks very, very nice, man. Very creepy, crazy silhouette. Awesome. It's 488 words. There we go. Yeah, no, I trust you, man. I trust you. I'm just gonna have to go through it to make sure. But yeah, this is amazing, man. Cool stuff. And Scott, is it poly paint, or did you do like UVs and texturing? It also looks pretty sort of like World of Warcraft. No, not World of Warcraft. Gears of Warcraft. Gears of Warcraft. That would be a nice, interesting crossover. Gears of Warcraft. No, Gears of War. Looks like Gears of War as well. Nice stuff, man. Really cool. Really cool. First time in Substance? Dude. If this is your first time in Substance, you are gonna do great in your next couple of times, because this is really, really nice, man. Cool stuff. The Guardian of the Darkwood. This is another one that I really liked. This one's from Flavio. Nice, nice. Reminds me of Leshen. Is it the one from The Witcher, right? The Leshen. Great. My advice for this one, Flavio, I'm not sure if you went through the whole again like UVs, retopology process and stuff like that, but this one is a great like character for games that you could finish. Like, your sculpt is like really, really nice. I love the forms. I love the details. The silhouette is crazy. So, oh, you did what? Yeah, this is portfolio piece, man. Go for it. Like, just include it in your portfolio. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Love it. Awesome. There you go. The Hollow Reaver. Nice. I like this one as well. I like the fact... see, this is the kind of stuff... when your brain sees something, it immediately goes to shapes first. So the first shape that I saw was this triangle shape. And then I start seeing all of the details, right? Like the arms and everything else. But that like triangle shape, it's a very strong silhouette, right? Like it's a very strong, we call it a first read. Like the first thing that your brain goes through so that you can see this thing. Is the YouTube tutorial enough to learn software, or do I have to buy the premiums? I don't have money. Oh, man. That's a tough question. Technically, you can learn everything from YouTube. It is possible. But the advantage of going to a school, or the advantage of taking a tutorial, is that we as instructors, we as teachers, we take the time to condense the information and streamline it so that it's easy to follow. And we have in Mexico, or in teaching, we call it I think it's called pedagogía. I'm not sure if the translation is like pedagogy or something like that, but it's like how we teach the things so that we ensure that you learn the things, right? Like the teaching process, we make it, or at least I do this with my courses. I create and I think about a specific teaching process and a specific evolution of skill, like learning, that will ensure the best way to transfer that information, to transmit that information. And there's one other thing that you need to know, man, and I'm not sure how young you are, but good things do cost. I don't think my courses are priced like at ridiculous levels, and I've seen courses priced at ridiculous level that have really bad information. So I do think that you do need to prioritize where you want to invest your money, right? So maybe you're gonna have to sacrifice buying one game for a month, and you buy one course that's gonna really help you in your career. So that's it's important to know about that, right? Do you think there is a limit age to adventure into this industry? Yes and no. Yes, if you want to make a career in the industry, right? Because if you're, I don't know, 55 and you want to work at the top studios out there, like the very famous ones, it might be tricky because they're usually not looking for that profile in particular. But if you want to make your own game, if you want to make your own game with your friends, or if you want to work in indie studios, any time is perfect. Like, I had peers when I was at Noman who were 45, 55. I think the oldest one, he was like 63 at that time. And he had a blast. Like, I could just see how much he enjoyed doing it. He was very honest, and he was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to land a job in the industry, like in the big industry, but I'm at least going to be doing this for me, for myself. I might do a small video game for my grandkids, he was saying. So yeah, it's a little bit of that process. So it's not that you can, like, you can create the video game at any age. That's my point. Working at the industry at any age, that might be tricky depending on the type of industry and depending on the position and things like that. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, this one's pretty cool, and I think you were one of the ones asking again about the base and the importance of it. But yeah, I think you were able to properly convey all of the information here, Regin. Go with the next one. Nice, nice. Another very graphical one. By graphic, I mean usually when we use these very clean geometric shapes, we can generate something interesting. This looks very human. I like the detail on the head. I think we could have pushed a couple of things a little bit more. Looks a little bit Android-ish, sci-fi-ish. But it's a cool one. Yeah, it has sci-fi vibes to it. A little bit like Prometheus, right? So yeah. I have a random doubt. Why didn't human body adapted to have 4 arms? That would have been super efficient and cool as well. That's a great question. It has to do with efficiency. Remember that, at least from an evolutionary point of view, it's not about what would be more cool or more like interesting. Like, it's just good enough, right? So if 2 arms were good enough for survival, that's what remains, because there might be mutations where someone has 3 arms or 4 arms, but if it makes it very difficult because of the energy requirements to sustain all of that, like biomass and all of that, like new muscles and stuff, that's one of the things that is gonna have an issue with, or you're gonna have an issue with that. So biology, or at least evolution, it's survival of the fittest, I think Darwin used to say, but it's not survival of the fittest because it's the strongest or anything. It's just the one that was able to survive. So if low amounts of energy allow you to survive, that's what's gonna like keep like passing through. So even though I agree it would have been very cool to have 4 arms, it's not as efficient. The Primordial, this one was another one that I was looking at. It's like very, very cool. So like a cockroach, right? Very, very creepy as well. Insect-like character. Very, very nice. I'm a little bit concerned about the strength of those legs for such a big mass on the chest and on the head. I'll probably either add more legs or make them a little bit chunkier, again, from a design perspective. But this is a very cool character. Are you here, Ideal Ronnie? Oh, there you go. You're there. Did you do again like full process UVs, retopo, like substance and all this stuff, or is this poly paint? Because I love the composition on this one. This one looks very, very cool. He's supposed to be floating. That makes more sense. In that case, if he's supposed to be floating, I'll probably add like, I don't know, like some swirly things or something to indicate that he's like telepathic or something, like some distortion, to really push that sort of like effect. Full pipeline. There we go. Retopo, substance, displacement, and rigging. There you go, guys. So there's no excuse. 1 month is enough to do some like very kick-ass stuff. There you go. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. I'll read the story again during the weekends as I go over all of the different elements. Mermaid. There we go. Nice, nice. Yeah, this is very cool, very flowy. There's a seahorse, I think, that's also reminds me quite a bit of this one. Has a lot of like membranes and floating around. This is really, really, really cool, man. Really original. I find it to be very mesmerizing because it's very abstract, right? It's like a very abstract shape. Nice. Yeah, I really like this one as well. Looks like out of this world, totally elegant. There you go, that's the word. Looks very elegant. Like I could totally see this in like an Avatar film or something. Final Fantasy, yeah, very magical, right? But again, like magical, ethereal. I think it's another word that we could use. Very ethereal. So like this angelic looking thing. Awesome, man. That's great. This is from Celestialis. Elena. Awesome work, Elena. Really, really cool stuff. Nice. Grasping Flora. Nice. We got another like weird botanical monster here. Nice, nice. Clay render. And all that. Yeah, this is cool, man. This is from Maddie. Awesome. Yeah, it's like a cardboard plant, right? One of my advices would be, again, be very careful about the distribution of weight. Like right now, I'm not sure how many bodies are inside that flower, right? But be very careful about this huge weight being supported by very small legs. You might want to, again, thicken them up, give him like a stalk or some roots. It doesn't have any roots. Again, plants might have some of this like roots or something. And careful with this sort of like flimsy things just poking out of like nowhere. They look like they're poking, again, like in a weird sort of like angle. I'll probably place them up here as well. So, but yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Don't Look Into My Eyes. This is by John Matt Omen. Let's take a look. Nice. Another weird... I don't know what it is about babies, but anytime you include like some sort of like baby on a creature, it just makes it like 10 times more creepy and more scary, right? Yeah, it's a cool concept. I like it. Again, I feel like we're missing a little bit here on the beauty renderment. It's a little bit too dark and the colors are a little bit too contrasty, so I'm not being able to really see all of the details. But cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. You did this in Blender as well. Nice. Let's go with Splushy. Callium from France. There we go. This is also very abstract. Very, very abstract. It's a simple concept, right? It's like a fish with, again, like tendrils and stuff. I really like your color composition here. It looks very nice. But I'm not gonna deny this. It does look very abstract. Like I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding like the face or the forms of this thing. I like the clay render and everything, but if you showed me this without the other context, I might think that it's like AI. I'm not saying it's AI. I know it's not AI, but it has that sort of like softness and sort of like abstractness of the early AI stuff. Like it's like, what am I looking at? But it's cool, man. Cool. Festering Oracle. Nice, another sort of like graphical one. So we got some tentacles, some tendrils. The chest, we can definitely improve a little bit there on the chest. I like the crown. I didn't see the eye at first, but now I can see it. Yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities for like a game character or like a game boss where he throws his head around or something, or like constricts you with it. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. You're concerned about my silence? No, no, no. It has 3 eyes, this one. I only... Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Nice. Nice, Pickle. Good stuff, man. Very creepy. You guys have some, like, seriously messed up brains, guys. You should go to a psychologist and really work on those traumas, because I can definitely see some stuff poking out there. There we go. This one's very good, man. I like it. It's clean. It's clean, right? Reminds me of Ori and the Blind Forest, right? Like that sort of like thing. Pokemon, of course. Yeah, so Ambu Krishnan here showing us that you can also have a very cool creature that doesn't require a lot of like details, right? So this is just a very nice, whimsical slime character. Nice. Oli. Oh, a symbol of peace. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, simplicity can work, complexity can work. Like, that's why we wanted to keep this contest as open as possible to see a little bit of everything. But yeah, this is really, really cool, man. I like it. Soul Eater. Oh my god. This is very creepy as well. Okay, okay. Nice, interesting. It does look like a little bit of key bashing here involved, or maybe you did do all the skull by yourself. This is by Cringerino. This picture is weird because it looks very photoreal in a sense, and then I can see, of course, that it's CG. It's creepy, man. It's very, very creepy. I mean, Alejandro Murillo, yeah, I need therapy. We all do, man. We all do. Yeah, exactly. Like, this beauty render is very mesmerizing, right? It actually looks like someone took a picture of this guy on the backyard or something because of the flash. But then some of the textures there could use a little bit more detail. But yeah, this is cool, man. Very, very cool. I could definitely see this as a creature on a horror game. Nymphars. Interesting. I think, yeah, this was another question that we got. Whether or not we could have multiple of them in the beauty shot. And we have there on some of the background. Interesting beauty shot. Be very careful with the temperatures that you're using. This violet temperature, it's not very common to see. And it can overshadow some other elements. You can also see that it's getting a little bit dark. So again, a little bit difficult to appreciate all of your forms. Reminds me a lot of the ones from Stranger Things. The Demogorgon has similar silhouette shape. Good stuff, man. Keep it going. Yeah, it's like a butterfly Demogorgon. The Catastrophe. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, man. I mean, it's a cool concept. You should have deleted this image, man. You should have deleted this one. Because that's a square image. And this is what we wanted for. And we did clarify this on the chat. Like, people were asking about this. Like, hey, can I re-upload? It's like, yeah, sure. But just delete the one so that there's only the square image. Or, sorry, the full HD image. It's a cool monster, man. Very creepy looking as well. I can see you had a lot of fun with the forms. It is a catastrophe. Definitely a catastrophe. That the image, having the square image is a catastrophe. But the creature is very cool, man. Again, here on the beauty render, you could also added a couple of extra things, but I like the fact that you colored it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Nerissa. There we go. This one's called the Nerissa. Nice. This is an alien-like creature, snake-like creature. Be very careful, guys. This is another design thing that I wanna like. Another design thing that I wanna like emphasize in. Very thin and very long shapes are very fragile. So this teeth right here would definitely break easily. So he's not gonna be able to bite, right? And then we have all of these ones on the lower section of the abdomen. So So it's very, very important that we try to give a little bit more, again, sense to what we're doing. So if he's gonna, or if this creature's gonna kill with this like fangs right here, that's fine. Then he doesn't need long fangs on the mouth. He can have just small fangs to eat, and that way we keep this thing over here. Yeah, definitely a xenomorph vibe. Very cool, very cool. I like this one as well. There was no reason. The Twisted here. Oh, my friend, I'm sorry, man. Yours will also not be part of the evaluation or the qualification, because we're missing the story, we're missing the other shots, and the image size. Yeah, the image size is a square. But yeah, this is cool, man. It looks like you're learning about ZBrush, you're learning about stuff right here. And I'm not trying to pick on anyone. I don't want to what's the word? Oh, let me check this. This is important. Oh, okay. You're taking. I'm just checking, David. You're saving the ones that were not gonna participate, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me go back here. There we go. So this thing right here, I think it's a little bit of a wrong approach, and I was talking about this to one of my students yesterday. Like this is not something that we should really romanticize, as we tend to say. Like, I think we have a very bad issue in the artistic world, and pretty much everywhere, where we think that if we do something without help, it's more valuable. That's not true. What's more valuable is if the result that we're achieving is good or not, right? Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna really question you whether you use a tutorial or not. So this is something that I've been learning, especially in this past couple of years. There's really nothing to applaud when someone tells you that they did something without help, because getting help is not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, especially on the early stages. Later on, yeah, sure. Like, if you're doing something on your own without any help after you've acquired all of the skills, that's cool. But I've seen, like, not your case, Howlnut, but I've seen people that say, hey, I did this chest exercise or this anatomy exercise without any reference. Why? Like, to me, that's just stupid. Okay? And again, I'm not saying you're stupid, Hellknight. I'm just saying that's very stupid to try to do something without references, to try to do something without a guide, to try to do something without, like, following something that has already been solved, right? And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. A couple of years ago, I started learning about chess, the game, right? And Gotham Chess, which some of you might know, he's a very famous streamer. No, actually, I don't think it was Gotham. It was Daniel Nedoritsky? Yeah, one of them. They say, the opening principles of chess have already been solved. So don't try to invent a freaking new opening when you're playing chess. Learn the openings, and then once you understand them, now you can start, like, trying new things. And that stuck with me, and then I transferred that to art, and it's the exact same thing. So if you're learning about art, if you're learning about anything in the, what's the word, in the art world, or animation or anything, learn the fundamentals first, and once you know that, now you can play around and try other things, because you're just gonna find the same walls, and you're just gonna find the same mistakes that people who have already found those mistakes have been going through. Okay, so very important to do that. What happened here? Oh my god, guys. Okay, guys, let's do something, because I just realized, and this is gonna affect the evaluation process. Someone, like, if someone comments, things jump forward here, because I have this recently active stuff. So please don't comment right now, because I was following that. I'm gonna have to change this. Can I change this to days posted? Oh man, I'm gonna have to change. Yeah, I'm gonna change the dates posted, and then if I repeat one, just let me know, guys. Okay, I'm sure we already seen those. There we go. Boxy Birth. Boxy Birth here. There we go. That's an interesting concept, like a fighter, like a luchador character. Nice, nice. Dungy, good stuff again, man. I applaud it. I know you're on the early stages of your journey. There's, of course, things to improve and things to learn about, but I love this, man. I love that you were able to participate. Love this little storytelling there. So a printable, yeah, that definitely looks like a printable character for 3D print. There we go. Frank, we'll take a look at yours. I did not disqualify the other guy so far, But I did disqualify this one right here, Hell Knight, because it's missing stuff, okay? So, but we'll take a look at when we get to yours. Nerissa, we already saw that one. Borbex, we already saw that one. David Joshua, there we go. He says he's a newbie. That's fine, man. This is exactly why these contests are for, okay? Because I want you to be able to participate, to learn, to see what others are doing, learn from others. That's one of the biggest secrets. And I'm going to go full screen for this, man. One of the big things that we have as humans, and we need to embrace this, is that we can learn from each other. Okay, a lot of animals out there, a lot of creatures out there in the world, they don't have that capacity, but we do. So even if I don't do this project right here, I can learn things from it that I can then incorporate into my future projects. So we exponentially learn about the world, we exponentially learn about others' work. That's why it's so important to be part of this community, is to learn, to see, to, of course, submit stuff and what's the word? Contribute to all of these elements, because we are able to learn from everyone else. Okay, that's how we as humans and as artists grow. Very, very important, guys. Don't underestimate that. So yeah, cool concept, man. Very interesting composition here. Again, stuff from the Nightmares. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. This is the entry for Mercury. We got 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, proper size. Careful with the, again, with the proportions, man. And I know we've already mentioned this, but if you go to the site, this is for everyone, of course. Yes, we do have all of the paid courses, but we have this one. And this was a gift that I did for you guys, and I'm sure it's going to be used for a long time, because it has the fundamentals of how to prepare a good clay render and a good render, okay? So if you just incorporate this information from this, again, free workshop here, Mercury, I can assure you that this render right here would look 10 times better, okay? And even though you're still learning about the like the things about sculpting and things like that, you will be doing this. King Kong, I've already answered, man. I would go for the Huyon, but I don't have experience with the XP pen. False Martyr. Oh, this one looks cool as well. Nice. Salvador Mercado. Very blasphemous vibes getting from this one. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, I like the material choice. Cool stuff, man. Yeah, forearms are very creepy. And the animators, the friends that I've talked about that are animators, one of the things that they mention is that they both love and hate having forearms. They hate it because they need to do double the work, right? They need to animate forearms. But they love them because they can do so many expressive things, like what you're doing right here. Like every arm can be doing something different, and that adds a lot of life to the whole thing. Scalefish by Archer Prime. There we go. Hey, that's a fun creature as well. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's cool, man. The Muta. Oh, this one has a lot of like Swamp Thing vibes. Nice. Play render. You got the little turntable right there. It looks like a kappa as well from Japanese folklore. Nice, nice. There we go. Yeah, right? From a kappa. Nice. Yeah, I like the colors. Again, you can blur things in the background. That can help you on the final composition. The Catastrophe, we already see that one. Kisses Monster. Oh, yeah, every time there's kids involved, man. Very creepy. Nice. One advice that I can give you here, my friend Juan Ignacio Biseglia, because I can see that you are using ZBrush 2024. Make sure to use the dynamics on the cloth. Like the cloth could have looked a little bit better if you use dynamics here instead of trying to sculpt them by hand. Dynamics is very, very easy to do. I think I have a short about it, or like a video on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But we also covered that, of course, in the ZBrush course. But those dynamics right there could have given you a nicer effect on the blankets of the bed. That's a cool monster as well. Careful with the balance as well. Like it kind of looks like he's falling over. So I will just change the pose a little bit so he looks more, again, like grounded on the bed. This one is Fractium. Nice. Okay, so here's one advice for you guys. And again, this is not specifically because I saw this on the Operator's Orange one. But anytime you're gonna be adding an element, especially like a graphical element like this, it should always, again, it should have a reason. Why is it there? Why do we have it right there? Okay, so I would add like a little bit of like an encompassing shape on the head. Let me show you here. Let's go to create that. So if you want this alien and this sort of like purple orb is very important for the alien's, like, I don't know, physique or something, just play with that. Right? Like, add that as part of the head. Like, he has to protect this somehow, in this case with this sort of like horns. Right? And that's gonna give you a little bit more, it just makes more sense, right? Like, it makes sense that this sphere is important to the general concept of the creature and not just a sphere floating in there, right? Again, you should always justify the design choices that you make for your character. So if that's like his source of power or source of life or something like that, he really needs to protect it, and I would do that. Now, you guys wanna see another what's the word? Another level on this thing? Whenever you add one of these shapes, or shapes in general, you always want to play with having, again, a little bit of variation. But I don't want to add like a cage on top of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a secondary one right here. Okay, with a little bit of rim light heating. Going to be a secondary one here. And then we can add a tertiary, like small one in the front. So now, as you can see, it kind of looks like a crown, right? Like this crown is holding this whole thing. It's a little bit, it's one thing that you can do. Like, having just one element in isolation always looks a little bit weird. So if you're sort of like faded with more design elements, that can really start looking like a more interesting effect, right? And it looks like the sphere is more, again, contained, or it has more of a relationship with the body of the monster. So keep that in mind when designing stuff, my friends. Acolyte of the Hearth. Oh, my friend, El Gol. I'm sorry, El Gol. Yours is also going to be disqualified from the principal. I'm still gonna give evaluations. This is like my little personal gift to you guys. Like, I'm still giving you a little bit of feedback here, and I'm still gonna like grade you on the things that you did submit. But you're not gonna be able to like participate because we're missing a couple of things. But this is a cool thing. Again, very blasphemous, like oriented. Very, very interesting. My best advice for you, Ignacio, finish it. Finish it, because you got a very cool concept here. Get very creepy. It's something that I could definitely see in like a Souls game or like an Elden Ring game or something like that. Like this legs poking out from the side. So bizarre, but cool. It's a cool concept. So if you can finish it, try to finish it. And do the story. You're also missing the story, El Ghul, okay? But that's cool stuff. Thank you, Ogi, for the follow. Ogi, you were not following? I remember you chatting before. You were not following, my friend. Let's see. Next one, the Gorpan Ambusher. Frenov. Nice. This is very creepy as well. A lot of like tendrils and tentacles coming from every direction. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you know, your first time. Oh, well, welcome, my friend. Sorry, there was another one, or another user who also had the name Ogi, I think, or a similar variation. So maybe I got you confused. But hey, welcome, my friend. Welcome. There we go, man. Yeah, I like this one. Careful with the very contrasty backgrounds. It can work. In this one, I think it's a little bit too overwhelming. Like, it again, takes away from the creature a little bit. But yeah, this is not bad, man. Good stuff. We already saw that one. Cage from Roderick. Nice, nice. Careful with anatomy, guys. It's always important to define the forms. But I really like this sort of like mass of hair that we have right here. Clay renders, it's important. This is another little advice for everyone. When you're doing clay renders or presentation renders, remember that the one thing that you want to like convey is clearness, right? Like, we want to be able to see what's going on, to make it clear what's going on. So in this one, this front view, unfortunately, makes it very difficult for me to appreciate all of the hard work that you did here on the side part of the horn, and the fact that he has 4 legs. So it's very, very important that we try to, again, like, show most of the stuff from a 3/4 view or from a side view or something, the view that gives you the most information and the most clearness, okay? No, Ogi, this is the just showcase or the review of all of the submissions that we had for contests. We had a contest this month called Creatures Unleashed, so we're going over all of the creatures that were submitted. Mexican Muffo with the sub. What's up, man? Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. Cool, let's go to the next one. The Giant of the Falling Skies by Francisco Palta. Let's take a look. Nice. This is very creepy. One advice that I would give you here, Francisco, is make sure that when we're adding stuff, like this arms right here, again, it makes sense. This is something that a teacher of ours told us when we were back at school. So, arms have 3 bones, right? The humerus, the radius, and the ulna. And then we have the hand. But arms are connected to the chest and to the body through 2 bones, the clavicle and the scapula on the back. So anytime you're going to add an arm to a character, you need to have a clavicle and you need to have a scapula. So right now, on this one right here, especially since they're being attached to like the, I don't know, like the hips or something, it's a very weird place to attach an arm. Right? Like, it just looks a little bit weird, and it doesn't make much sense. Legs are similar. If you're going to add a leg, legs have the femur, and they have the tibia and the, I always forget the name in English. What's the name of the other bone, other than the tibia? Anyone remember the name? In Spanish, it's perone. But I'm not sure the name in English. I always forget about that one. But yeah, so this one's attached to the pelvis, and if you attach to the pelvis, fibula, there you go, fibula is the right word, thank you very much, fibula. So you need a pelvis. So if you're gonna have like a character that has multiple legs, every time you add a leg, you're gonna have a pelvis. Like, that's just the way it is. Okay, so you always need that. Same for the arms. So yeah, keep that in mind. 3D Maniac, no extra points for going through the full pipeline. Yeah, we clarified that at the beginning of the contest. Cool. Let's go now with Scorpio Shadow here. Nice. Mutated ferret. Wow, he became like a superhero. That's fun, man. That's very, very fun. But unfortunately, my friend, I'm also gonna have to leave you out of the contest because of the proportions of the images, man. I can understand that this is like your beauty render. I can understand that this is a turntable and the clay render, but it's missing some of the stuff. It's a very cool concept though. Like, I really like the proportions. It looks very, very fun. I'm still gonna give you the evaluation of the full points, and it's gonna show on the scorecard and everything. But yeah, it's missing some of the things that we were asking for the contest. Okay. Let's see. Hey Abe, I'm late to the stream, but to answer your question, the werewolf's hair was done using Blender's particle system. Thanks for the kind words. You are welcome, Mcore. You are welcome. Ancient Thalgor. Oh, I love the pose on this one, man. This is a very, very cool pose. Good anatomy and good forms. Yeah, that looks very cool, man. Nice. From Sandolomancia. Nice stuff. Again, we can like probably improve the beauty render a little bit on some of the stuff, but I like the effect. Like a demonic horse, kind of like a demonic horse, demonic dog, right? Like the proportions are a little bit like stronger on the front side. I would probably sharpen the horns as well. They look a little bit too tubular. They look a little bit too tubular, so I would probably like make them a little bit harder edge. Maybe add a little bit of silhouette as well to break it up. But good stuff. It would be awesome to see all this with the music like Dark Souls on the background. Unfortunately, if I do that, we're gonna get copyright strikes, so we're using League of Legends. Can you hear the music, or is it too low? Let me increase the volume of the music there a little bit. I don't want to increase it too much because then we don't listen to anything. Let's go there. That should give us a little bit more music there. Let me know if it's too much, and I'll turn it down. There we go. Next one, Centipede Siren. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's very crazy. Ugh. These open abdomens are always very, very creepy. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. It also looks like you had quite a bit of fun for the whole process. This is very cool. Like here, Jesse, something that I really like that you did is you added that sword. And that sword gives us a very good idea of the scale of the character, right? Because otherwise it could be a small creature, or it could be like a humongous creature. So that sword right there, very, very good way to sort of like give our mind a reference point to know how big this character will be. Which is still big, right? Because of the size of the sword, this will be like double the size of a human or something, at least. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff there. Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, I'm just asking 3D Maniac because I'm curious. I just wanted to know what their process was. This is very cool, dude. Like, I love the connections that you did there between the heads, like those sort of like slimy bridge connections. That's very, very nice. I love the fact that we have a strong side to the character and a weak side to the character. Not bad, not freaking bad. Yeah, I love this one as well. You know, a little bit like this is a very good like potential element for a game character. Yes, it's gonna take a little bit of time to retopologize some of those like tubular shapes, but it could be a really, really cool one. This is very, very sick, man. And it's simple. It's a simple idea, but it's well executed. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Rechesmal. Oh, this is very abstract as well. Nice. I like... Oh, that's very interesting. That would be a pain to rig, to be honest. But if it can be... Like, if a rigger and an animator can really make it work, this will be very, very cool. Will there be a waifu challenge in the future? I don't think I've done a waifu, like, character. I did Saria back in the day, but she was not, like, that waifu-ish, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we'll do something like that later on. This looks like a Callisto Protocol monster. This one or the other one? The two-headed one? Thank you for the sub, my friend. Dolfo Ferraz says, hey, Ave, can you teach us a very good way to retopologize hard surface, like taps and toilets? I'm working with these things. I think I don't know retopology enough. Yeah, I mean, we have the retopology course. That one does focus a little bit more on characters, which is where retopology is a little bit more important. But we can definitely... I'm going to show you. There was a submission last live stream on Portfolio Review of like a mailbox. And I'm going to do a demo on that one soon. So make sure to subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. DX Anuva. Hi, I hope you're doing great. I just want to start learning Unreal. Where should I start? Any guidance? It depends. Do you want to learn Unreal to do the art side of game development, or do you want to learn Unreal to do the programming side of game development? If you want to do the programming side, the tutorials on the Unreal official site are great. Like, they teach you how to do like an endless runner and like a 3D level and all that stuff. That could really like help you out. Like the Unreal guys, like the official Unreal channel has a lot of very cool stuff. This one's we already seen. We're already seen. Next evolution step. There we go. Oh my god. This is very cool, man. Oh, this is very... It looks very anime-ish. That's very nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, dude, Miguel Angel Castro Valderas, dude, I love this idea of this like very old horseshoe crabs that have survived through evolution throughout millennia, evolved now into this like organic characters. That's really, really nice. I love the design of your character. Like, this design right here is very, very cool. Yeah, very Final Fantasy vibes. Very nice. I definitely think we could improve the beauty render a little bit more. But this concept right here, really good. Do you have the story? Yes, you have it. Nice, nice. Awesome, man. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Are you going to come up with any contest to celebrate the new year? Probably. Yeah, I'm still, like, we don't have the calendar yet for the next couple of months, but that might be a good idea. Yeah, very cool concept, Angel. Very, very cool concept. Amazing. Ham Jam, 1% my creature, Solara. Nice. Again, very graphical shapes. These are like framing devices, or I wouldn't say they're cliche. I've seen them more and more in the last couple of years. This geometric motifs, squares, triangles, circles, to frame the character, are a good way to give more, again, spotlight to the character. My only advice, guys, if you're gonna be doing that, is make sure it makes sense from a story perspective, right? So, for instance, here, this just looks like a circle of binds on the backside of the character. We need to ask ourselves why. Why do we have this circle, right? Is it part of her? Is it like a projection of her body? Like let's always ask that question to make sure that we can present that in the best possible way. Nomad? What was that? This was done in Nomad? No, this was done in ZBrush. There we go. Next one. The Rustwalkers. No, we already seen this one, right? Oh, it's just the image. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The Guardian of the Shadow Flowers. Ernest Ramazani. Let's take a look. Oh man, this is very creepy. Again, careful with the very small shapes and very big shapes, but I like this. Nice. Past one was Nomad? The Frog Wizard? Solara? This one? Oh, this one was Nomad Sculpt? Oh, there you go. Yeah, this one. Miguel Angel. Damn, dude. Yeah, you did this in Nomad and the iPad. Yeah, that's very cool, dude. Nice, nice. Yeah, cool stuff on this one as well. I do think it gets a little bit busy here, especially because of the garden that we have right there. It's weird because I'm not sure if it's part of the character or not. But yeah, cool stuff, man. Very creepy. We've already seen this. We've already seen this. Nightwalker. Nice, yeah. Creepy creature here. Like a demonic. Yeah, very, very demonic. Fantasy. Like a little traditional fantasy demonic creature. Yeah, that's cool, man. Good anatomy. Like, really good anatomy here. Like, the placement of your muscles and your forms. Very, very nice. I like the exaggeration on the fingers as well. Very creepy. Yeah, the gold legs. Yeah, not bad. Again, I think we could definitely improve a little bit on the texturing and final presentation render here. Because right now the renders are sort of like simple. Like, this is an unfortunate situation, Alessandro. Again, it's a good submission. It's just that from all of your pictures, this one is the one that looks the cooler. Or the coolest, right? And that shouldn't be the case. It should be either the render or the clay render. If you want to learn Unreal for art, again, you need to specify which one you want. The GX, do you want to do environments? Do you want to do characters? Do you want to do weapons? If you don't have absolutely no idea, check out the AAA weapons for games. This one right here. This one will teach you the basics of how to go through the production pipeline. Low poly, high poly, bakes, UVs, and then get this into Unreal. So this is a good starting point for game art. Yeah, Alessandro, just work a little bit more on the presentation, man. Because you got a very, very cool concept. I would love to see him like integrated into an environment or with some like cooler things. Maybe you ran out of time. That's fine. Just keep that in mind, okay? Lepulg, thanks for the resub, man. Thanks for the resub. There we go. So that was the Nightwalker. Let's go now with the tribute. This is by Angel Gomez. That's the story. 1 image, 2 image, 3 images. Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Okay, so this is interesting, my friend. This is, I would say, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I know that the word has a little bit of a negative connotation, but this is a cheap and easy way to get a background for a character. The only thing that I would do on this one right here is just blur the background more, so that you don't get into any like copyright issues, and it's just like an idea of the colors and the elements. But just like blur the background out so that it looks a little bit more like interesting, right? So yeah, this one. Wait, are we? No, that's not a Skyrim. What's it, Skyrim? Oh, that's very interesting. Why are we? Wait a second, because I don't want this to be copyrighted. Sorry guys, let me go back to League of Legends. I'm not sure. I'm in Spotify, and I'm not sure why Spotify decided to jump to those songs. Because unfortunately, freaking YouTube, man. Even though we're not doing anything to like destroy or get that, yeah, I'm gonna put that on the loop. Did we really go through the whole like, playlist? I thought we had more songs here. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, it might have been in Smart Shuffle or something. Anyway, so yeah, just blur the background a little bit more, add a little bit more light, Angel. And this is a cool piece, cool character. Nice, look at this, another sci-fi creature. This is awesome. This is Rish. Nice, you did go full workflow there. Again, it's not gonna add points, but it's very cool, man. Yeah, like a battle bear. Nice, nice. Coin Winder. Awesome. Yeah, good stuff, man. I'm a little bit curious about how this would move or deform when in actual like animation, if we're bringing this into a game. Reminds me a lot of like Horizon Zero Dawn. Mecha Bear. Yeah, that's cool, man. Good stuff. Amosis. Oh, this is good, man. Again, very graphical. I love it. Nice, nice. The concept of balance, right? And justice. What is this? Daria. Awesome, Daria. Hey, look at that. Daria is a beginner 3D artist, and I can tell by the textures and a little bit of the render, but that doesn't mean that there can't be like really good ideas and executions in a beginner. So this is awesome, Daria. Congratulations on participating, and this is a really, really cool concept here. Very nice. Did you get to the mermaid? Yes, I already went. Oh, this one. Yeah, we did. Yeah, yeah, good stuff, Daria. Gives me very Egyptian vibes. Yeah, a lot of symbolism. Really, really cool stuff. Nice. Blackheart. Yeah, this was another one that I really like as well. It's a very traditional ghoul or zombie. But very nice. Nice, nice. Awesome. Oh, that's a very crazy interface that you have. Nice. Yeah, cool stuff. The only thing here that I can say, Ken, is that because execution is fine, it's just that it's a little bit generic, right? It's a very cool execution. I really like it, but it's a little bit on the generic side of things. Like we've seen a lot of this variations of characters like this in games and in media. But cool stuff, man. This is Michael. There we go. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. This is very crazy, man. Like a mech warrior snake lady. Careful again on the presentation, Michael. It's very important that that we make it clear. And right now we have way too many things going on, I think. You got a cool concept there for like the dragon head and the lady. It's like a bicycle or something, but it's just a little bit too much, I would say. So be careful in how you again merge things together. We will get the total markings on our submissions, or just the winners will get to know their marks in different judging criteria. So I will be submitting my like scorecard for every single one. It's gonna be an Excel document that people can look their name and check my special like punctuation. I cannot ask that from the other my friends, my judges that are going to be helping you with this, because it's going to be quite a bit of time it's going to take. So from them, we might be able to get just one final score of what they're like scoring on a 1 or 0 to 100 for your submissions. But yes, that's going to be available for everyone, the winners and all the participants, even those that were disqualifying. I will still score those. So yeah. Let's see. Experiment 23 here by DX35. Nice. Yeah, cool, man. Careful with the wings. Wings are way more complex. Right now they look a little bit like planes. But this composition is very nice. You went crazy there with the cables. But I like this. I like this. Oh, give me 1 second here. Okay. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Oh, wait. Did we finish? Oh my god. Are we done? No, we're not done. We got a couple more here. Pishon, the dealer. Oh, nice. Nice. Nice storytelling here. There we go. I like this. It looks a little bit weird from a proportion perspective. Because we got a very small head, and then we got this like human hands, and then we got this like monster hands. But I like the I like his like, hey, what's going on? And then he's reading the book. That's cool, man. There's still like 20 or so left. Okay, okay, cool. So there we go. Nice. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I like the rendering here. It's clean. It's clear, which is one of the things that I've been mentioning. Like, things are definitely there. The Wood Shepherd. Go down here. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, again, reminds me a little bit of the Leshen. Interesting composition. Easy on the depth of field, guys. Depth of field is a really good tool, but then if we overdo it or do it too much, it can blur everything and it becomes very difficult to appreciate what's going on. Nice, nice. Damian Sevilla. Awesome. And the story right there. Cool. I'm gonna take a look at that. Remember, we're also gonna be... I'm gonna be counting words, and that could also hurt you guys. This is Amor by Lara. Let's take a look. So, is this like a... Oh, interesting. Looks like an angel thingy. Wow. you went crazy here with the swirl brush. There's a lot of that things going on. It looks very rococo. It's just a style of like architecture made very famous during the rococo style architecture. I'm not sure. My art history is from 1715 to 1774 in France, it seems. So rococo architecture does a lot of like swirly things all around, like all of this like very intense, heavily decorated and heavily detailed elements. No, I'm gonna use an automatic counter, Martin. I'm just gonna like copy and paste to make sure that the things are matching. No, I'm definitely not going to be doing it manually. No, imagine that. Yeah, so I get a little bit of that vibe here from this Cherubim or from this like angel love. Yeah, very crazy. Good stuff. It does get a little bit noisy in a couple of areas, but it's cool. It's cool. Drakaroth, the cursed guardian of Morbael. Nice. This is a very sure like classical demon, right? From fantasy games and stuff like that. You know, we got the spikes, the big muscles, the lava skin, a little bit of everything. The tiny loincloth there. But this is good, man. This is fun. Nilesh Kumar. Nice. He does look like he's leaning a little bit too much far forward. Also, this is very... yeah, this is interesting. So here, Kumar, you are doing... This is nitpicking, of course, but you have what we normally call a trilateral leg. But then you added an ankle. This is wrong. Why? Because this is the ankle. Okay? So if you're gonna do this creature, just remove that right there. That's a trilateral leg. You don't need that sort of like heel on the back part right there. And why does this happen is very simple. In the human leg, we normally have the pelvis, humerus, and then tibia. Then we have the ankle bones, metatarsals, and tarsals, right? Like that's a human leg. In a trilateral leg, like the ones that cats have, dogs have, and all of this is called comparative anatomy. We have the pelvis, we have the humerus, we have the tibia, and here we have the ankle. And then this portion right here are the metatarsals. So this portion of our foot is this portion right here. No, we're not finished yet, Amir Ali. We're gonna be doing that. So what's happening is animals that have like this trilateral leg, they're actually walking on their toes, right? This is what they're actually supporting their body weight on, the toes, not this part right here. So it's very, very important that you keep this into account, and that's why on this one in particular, on the leash, you need to remove that little bit right there for it to be a trilateral leg. Or if you don't want to remove that, just make it a normal leg. Okay? So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll take a look, Arsha. I don't think I've seen yours yet. Yeah, there you go. You're coming. A couple more. So this was the Antler Biz by Emila. Okay, again, a little bit difficult to read what's going on. There's a lot of noise. I understand it's a four-legged creature, but there's so much stuff going on that's a little bit difficult to really see what's going on there, man. I can see you spend quite a bit of time as well, but it's just a little bit difficult. It's a cool silhouette, but it's just, I would simplify, okay? Remember that from a visual perspective, we want to have something called rest areas, which are areas of the process or of the project where not a lot of stuff is going on, so that our mind can really understand the forms. I skipped your Demon Gargoyle? Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's go with the Demon Gargoyle. This is Vaihashi, Carl Owen. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, good sculpt, good detail on the character. I think the textures could use a little bit more work. Right now they look a little bit too noisy here, my friend. A little bit of this thing right there. And I would again blur the background a little bit more to give more spotlight to the character, to make him like pop out a little bit more. But yeah, this is cool stuff, man. Hachi. Nice. Emily says, I use Monster Hunter as a reference. Yeah, that's fine. I love Monster Hunter. I'm going to be playing the beta this weekend. And you might be referencing Magna Malo. Right? He was the flagship monster for Monster Hunter Rise. It's like samurai. But this is what I mean. Like, yes, he's very noisy. He has a very extreme silhouette. But there's areas where there's not a lot of stuff going on. Like the tail right there, it's a very clean shape. Even though there's internal details, the general shapes right here, that's the kind of stuff that I meant, right? Like we're cleaning it so that it's not as... there is detail, but the forms are not so crazy, so we can understand what's going on. Okay, that's my main point when I'm talking about design principles. Like we need to make sure that people see the character and they understand what's going on. Like where are the arms? Where is the tail? Where are the horns? And that difference, and there's a lot of things, Emily. It's not something that you can only solve with the sorry, with the sculpt. It's a sculpt, it's silhouette, it's textures, it's material definition. It's a lot of things. Even in the render, where you place the lights, all of those things can help to really like see where things are on the element. Vortesh, the ruler of the flesh. There you go. Nice. I like this. I think this is one of the first ones that we've had sort of like embedded in like an environment piece. Cool. Yeah. And careful with the gestures, guys. Like if you're gonna have these hands forward, if they're just like completely flat, they become a little bit difficult to read. They look like spikes. But if you add a little bit of gestures to the fingers, right? Like the fingers are curling up a little bit here and there. That can really help. Yeah, it's a very cool concept, and that's why going back to the event rules, one of the points is the idea, the design. So even if the technical execution is not like super high, you might get a lot of points from just the design itself. So yeah, that's cool, man. Silk Shriek, yeah, another spider lady. I don't know what it is with spiders and female characters in particular. Nice. Nice. Spiders usually have 8 legs. So someone like an entomologist might be angry at us because of this one, because it only has 6 legs. So I'll probably add 2 more legs. That would be my only advice for that one. The Mago Haren. Ah, this one looks like what's the name of this character from Mortal Kombat? Baraka? Oh, I don't know. What's the name? Do you guys know? He looks very much like him from a design point of view. Yeah, it's Baraka, right? Yeah. Yeah. So quite similar in idea, I would say, which is fine, by the way. There's this again. There's a very common misconception where, oh, someone already did it, I can't do it anymore. Now you can definitely use it as an inspiration. Just be mindful that when people look at your stuff, they might like their their mind might immediately go to that reference and be like, oh, this looks like this looks like bah. Like I remember on my portfolio, one of the creatures that I created that I was very proud of was this like red alien that we've used, this one. So I did this character, oh, this was 7 years ago, and I've used him quite a bit for exercises and things like that. And people were telling me, oh, it looks like the alien from Lilo and Stitch. And I didn't do it on purpose, right? Like this alien right here, I didn't do it on purpose, but I can see the like a little bit of the similarities, right? Like there's a little bit of that, and that's fine. Like we as artists, we have a mental library of things that we like, of things that we resonate with. So it's of course it's gonna transfer, or it's gonna show through the work that we do. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, that's cool, man. Exactly. Not everyone will know about the characters, and if they don't know about the characters, they won't make that connection. But the more known or the more well-known the character is, or the closer you are to that reference, the more probabilities or chances are that someone might see that actual, again, like they might see that actual element. Exactly, that's a great one, 3D artist. A cool saying is, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but that doesn't mean that you can't innovate the wheel. And that's what we do. Like every single time that we are like seeing new games or new things, we always take things and redo them. Like you don't need to invent everything from scratch every single time. It's just a waste of time as well. Servant of the Severed Root. There we go. Nice. Another four-legged character. Very foresty-like, very druid-like. Willan Overbee. Nice. Yeah, usually centaurs are a little bit longer. Like this looks a little bit short on the centaur shape or centaur part. But good stuff, man. The Reefs Monster. Hey, nice. Another aquatic creature. We got like a handful of aquatic creatures this time around. Nice. Good job, Mayo. Or Clepsydre. This is good, man. I'm always so happy to see this. And again, I hopefully I'm not sounding too like condescending or anything, but I know that, and this was a question that David and I had about like, hey, should we do like a beginner category and like a more advanced character or artist category? And it's very difficult to evaluate or separate who is considered a beginner, who is not considered a beginner. So that's what I was talking about earlier. This contest, yes, it's cool to have prizes, but it's more about like the participation of the process, right? So I'm always happy to see anyone from any skill level participating in this sort of things. Faseki, I'm not sure, man. I mean, we got over 120. We've seen pretty much all of them. We're still missing a couple more. Well, not a couple, quite a few more. So I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm sorry if I haven't seen that one yet, but we'll see that. Oh, nice, Noba. Yeah, this is cool, man. Nice, nice. Yeah, I like this. Definitely looks like a monster I would see again, like in Monster Hunter. Cool stuff, man. It seems like you did also the full workflow. Careful with the eyes. Again, this is a little bit of a design thing. But any area that's important for the creature's survival, such as the eye, should have some sort of like protection to it. So I would make the eyelids a little bit stronger, right? Adding a little bit of a bone or something here to really protect the eyes, because otherwise everyone will just be able to poke the eyes and make this creature blind, right? Like imagine if I just grab a bunch of like dirt and rocks and I just throw it at the face, or like sand, right? From Star Wars universe, I just grab sand and throw it at his face. there's no eyelids, there's nothing, so he's gonna go blind. And at that point, unless he uses some sort of like tremor sense or something like that, it's useless. So keep in mind those, so like again, functional things about creature design and character design and everything. The Tharok. I was wondering if we were gonna get an elephant like creature. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Vasudevan. I know that in India there's an elephant god, right? In the religion. So I know that this is a very common trope as well. Yeah, this is cool, man. You added a lot of details on the accessories. That's nice. Nice. The Tharok. Is it fine to change my beauty render? Not at this point, Owen. Not at this point. It was fine to change it up to the submission date, but right now, no, we're past that time, unfortunately. Marrow, do we see this one? Oh, no, we didn't see this one. Oh, wait. Actually, oh, we have 2 of them? Marrow? Why am I getting... Because I thought I had seen all of them. Okay, let's go with Marrow. Interesting, nice. Yeah. This looks like a crab. This looks more like a crab. I like that. Nice. Thelemain. Yeah, Ganesha, right? Ganesha is the elephant god, I think. This looks interesting, man. This looks fun. This is from Ashwin Kumar. Nice. It's a little bit weird. At first I thought it was like a fly or something because of the eyes there on top, and then I see the faces and it looks even more bizarre. Yeah, there's also another one that looks very printable for like a collectible or something. Oh man, we got to this one. Erebus, I'm sorry, man. I'm also gonna evaluate yours, but you also missed a very simple instruction, which was the resolution for the images. And I'm gonna tell you why this is such an important point, guys. Next week when we announce the winners, I'm also gonna prepare a small video, like a quick showcase of all of the submissions, and I'm gonna be using a template that requires everything to be 1920 by 1080. So I cannot just like plug this in. It will require me to do extra work. And again, that's complicated. Yeah, it looks very cool, man. It's a very cool idea, but unfortunately, I need to be strict here with the rules that we got at the very first part of the process. Okay, but even though we need to do this, I will give you your evaluation, your point evaluation, and I can tell you right now, this is a very cool one. Like, this is a really, really cool one. Best advice for next time, Lazy Genius. Pay attention to the instructions, my friend. Pay attention to the instructions very, very closely, okay? Very closely. We started from latest one. Yeah, we changed the organization there. That's why we're sort of like jumping around. The Great Nagi. Nice, yeah. Looks a little bit like the Great Baggy from Monster Hunter. Nice. You don't need to do or show me the time you were working on this, but cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oil, we saw that one. The Mogu, did we see this one? Oh, we didn't see this one. Oh, there you go. This is cool. Jason Stockdale. Nice, man. The Mogu. Nice. Oh, I think you were one of the ones that were asking about the base as well. Yeah, this is definitely collectible. This is definitely collectible. Like something I could see in a D&D game. Jason Bowman. Awesome stuff, man. Yeah, really, really good. Really, really good detail. Really like it. Nice. Nice, nice. The Sickness by Gav. Cool. A lot of detail as well. Nice. Cauldra. Oh man, another one, David. I'm sorry, dude. Again, cool idea, cool concept. Follow the rules, guys. Follow the rules. Full HD, remember? You did it right here. This was your screenshot, I think, and that was done right. But this one and this one missed the mark. Sorry. Pestering Oracle, we've seen that one already. Grax, the Impassive. This one, oh man, this is a tricky one. I like the character, he looks fun. But it's a character, right? This looks more like a character than a creature. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to evaluate. I mean, I'm going to evaluate this, but I'm not sure if we are going to be able to enter this. Because it does break one of the rules that we mentioned. It should be more like creature or animalesque-like rather than character-like. This is good stuff, Singilio. Ryan. Yeah, this is more like a character, man. But it's a good one though. This is from Feseki. Alopias cyclopus. Nice. A new kind of shark. Nice, nice. There you go. This was yours, man? Oh, there you go. So, the only thing that I would recommend for you is, again, careful with the shapes. Where's my pen? There we go. So, careful with the shapes. And try to clean them up a little bit more. Right? Especially sharks. I mean, we tend to think of them as like sharp elements, a little bit more aggressive. So see how by changing that, it's a very, very simple change, and it just makes the silhouette a little bit more interesting. So yeah, how does it eat? That's a good question. How would it eat? That's another question you might need to ask yourself, Fiseki. Like how does this animal would get vampire? I'm guessing he sort of like retracts the eye and then like holds onto something with this thing and sort of like sucks the blood or something. Yeah, that could work. That could work. It's a cool concept there. Second, guys. Okay. There we go. Next one. Where were we? Oh, did I move this again? Here. The Veil Stalker. This is from Musfwat. Nice. Oh, this is very creepy. See, this is one thing that I love that some of the newest horror films are doing. Because we tend to think about horror with dark colors and very gloomy environments. But now they're doing like very colorful and very like brightly lit up scenes with very creepy stuff. And that just like the contrast of that is so cool as well. Like this right here, right? Very cute bunny and then super horrible creature right there. Nice, man. And you did a great job on the beauty render, because even though it looks fine on the clay render and on the sculpt itself, this right here just like elevates it. Really, really nice. Really nice. This is the Eternal from Thelian Arsate. Nice, nice. I love the expression. Good sculpt as well. Good sculpt. 4 arms. Graphic shape there with the moon and the clavicles. It's pretty cool. The tail, yeah. Everything makes sense on this one. Like, things look nice. The cloth looks... The flow of the cloth is looking nice. Again, I really like this scene right here. There's a lot of expression on the hands and the pose. I would probably remove the embers. I don't think you really need them. Maybe a rim light there could help. But yeah, cool stuff. The main villain is the rabbit. that's the monster on this picture. Did you guys? If you guys have not seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you guys are missing on some like top comedy there. It's an old one. It's an old movie, but it's a classic one. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail, I think it's called, or something like that. It's definitely a different type of humor, especially compared to the contemporary humor. But yeah, how will this history be evaluated? It's 20 points as well as all of the other elements, and it's mainly like if it's an original story or not. Is it a cool story or not? It's a meme movie. Yeah, it's definitely a meme movie, but it's such a good one. This is from Frank Vesancoon, not sure how to pronounce that. Malhasrat, the syphilis one. Nice. Nice, nice. Very ethereal as well. Again, very Final Fantasy-like. What game would this be on, guys? Unfortunately, Brian, and I understand, I'm not sure if you were one of the ones that asked for this, but again, the resolution, man. See, and I'm gonna give you an example of why this is so important. When we're sculpting things... Did he fix it? Oh, you did fix it. Okay, okay. Oh, man. You did fix it. Okay, I think... Because I think we did this with another one as well. Where they did fix it, so... Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm checking here... No, he fixed it. He fixed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, but what I was going to say with this one in particular is that when we are doing our work, we sometimes feel like we need to show everything. And in movies in particular, not everything is shown all the time. So it's perfectly fine if, for instance, your shot was something like this. Okay? So if you fix all of this right here. Thank you, Juan, for the follow. So if you fix this right here, right, just fill in this gap. It's fine if we're not seeing the full creature all the time. Because our range of view as humans is also relatively small. So if we are seeing a very big creature and we're close to it, we're not going to see everything all the time. So, yeah. Cool stuff, man. Really nice one right there. Manos, Dracula's Revenant. There we go. Nice. This is Nihil. There you go, Nihil. Yeah, cool stuff, man. I like the fur. Like the little peach fuzz right there. I like the jaws. Yeah, nice, man. It's like the creepy version of the hand from the Addams Family, right? Not bad, man. Not bad. Awesome. Krug, the Gems Pirate. Oh, this one. Tom97. It's also a cool one, man, but I think we're also going a little bit more into the creature side of things. Or sorry, the character kind of things. This looks more like a character and less like a creature. Good execution, though. It's nice. I like it. He's got like a cannon instead of a hand. It's like a pirate. Nice, nice. Vexthorn, another one that's going a little bit too much into the character side of things, guys. We were very clear, and we got a lot of questions on the first live stream about what constituted the creature and what didn't. This constitutes more like a character, I would say. I know it's a little bit ambiguous, but we do need to draw a line. So Aiden, I mean, congratulations on finishing. Thank you for submitting. I will give you an evaluation. I will give you the points, but this one's also not going to be part of it. This one and the last one. So, David, if you can just take a snapshot here. It's Krug and Vexthorn. A Blue Triton. Nice. Oh, this is very freaky as well. Long necks are always very freaky, I think. Good stuff. Good stuff. I actually like the purple color a little bit more here, Becker Draw. I think the purple looks a little bit nicer. The blue, oh no, kind of blends with the sky, I guess. Because I really like this one. But good stuff. Good stuff, Stembecker. Nice, you did like the whole, like a letter. Nice, nice. The Guardian of the Gate. This is by Damian Sevilla. We haven't seen this one, right? I think this is the first time we've seen this. This is your first sculpture in ZBrush? Hey, congratulations, Becker. No, I mean, for a first sculpt, this is really, really good. Were you using ZBrush for iPad, right? Yeah, nice. Not bad. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. This is by Damian Sevilla. Nice. I really like this monster. Reminds me a lot of like Pacific Rim. Again, another very cool collectible, right? For like D&D. Nice, nice. The Guardian of the Gate. Yeah, very, very Doom-like. Awesome. Cool stuff, Damien. Maybe later, after the contest results are tallied, you could do something like honorable mentions and show entries that didn't win but are very good. Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Like the top 20. We can do like the top 20 submissions. Yeah, it looks like a Tarrasque. That's right. Definitely looks like a Tarrasque. The Friddle Buckhorse. Oh my god, this is so weird. Weird in the good way, not weird in the bad way. Careful again with this kind of stuff. Pretty much impossible to see what's going on here. Like, I don't understand. Like, you might even get confused and think that this is a creature instead of this thing right here. I can kind of see what you were doing here. So it's like a torso and legs of a man, sort of like kneeling, and then connected to like a quadruped shape. Slaying a mantis. There you go. Let's now go with Caethar the Betrayed. Yeah, Damian, good stuff, man. Damian Santos, awesome stuff, man. Oh, another one. This one's more like a character again, my friends. I mean, so this is like right on the edge between a character and a creature, I think. Right on the edge. Yeah, we'll let it pass because it's right there on the edge, okay? But you did fulfill the other like parts of the contest. Cool. Thank you so much for what you said about the project. I really appreciate it. You know as well, I was inspired by the fungus from Last of Us. Just how I made the parasite, I imported the robot model into Houdini, played around with its topology, changed it to a triangular mesh, and reduced the number of points. From that, I created a new mesh. Oh, dude, where is it? Let me see if I can find it again. Because, yeah, that was a... Wait a second. Did we change musics again? No, that's Gene. That's Gene. Okay. Oh, man, where is it? Oh, now I can find it. What's your name? It's Parasite. There we go. This one. Yeah, so we were talking about this one earlier, and I was trying to figure out how he did the webbing around the whole thing. So that's the information right there on YouTube. So imported Roll into Houdini, played around with its topology, changed it to a triangular mesh, and reduced the number of points. From that, I created a new mesh, which I later transformed into the actual object, which is the Parasite. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it turned out great, man. Okay. We were at this one, the Freddle. Mahashanka. Another Scorpio and Spider creature here. Nice. This is by Shelby. Again, sword there. That's always good to... No, we got a lot of submissions, man. I think it's over 100 submissions that we got for the contest. So amazing, amazing stuff. No, I have not played that one, Murka. Xeno Clash 2. I have not played that one. Okay, with that one we already seen. Swamp Monster. This one's cool as well. Again, falling a little bit into the character side of things. That one's cool by Jan Paul. Nice, nice. I really like the composition on the build render. Like this pose right here and the framing that you did. Good stuff. Good stuff. The Curious Damsel. Now, we've seen that one already. This is our Blood Freezers. Nice. Oh, I love the fur, man. Good stuff on the fur. Nice, nice. I think the render here, the beauty render, could also be improved a little bit, but I really like the fur. That's a cool one. Spiky Boy. Oh, man. Jamesy, you didn't finish. Took you... Jamesy's. Oh, my friend. Yeah, man. And they told you, they did tell you that you were missing a couple of images, so unfortunately this one's also disqualified. Can we see the Jet Puncher? Nice. Reminds me a little bit of this one from League of Legends. What's his name? Oh, that's the stone guy. Galio. Has a little bit of that sort of like vibe to it. Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, Creeper Flesher. Ugh, this is very unsettling as well. Nice, nice. Yeah, good stuff, man. Creepy, creepy. That one we've seen already. Thragor, did we see this one already? No, I don't think we've seen this one. There we go. This one, again, this is right on the edge between a creature and a character. What do you guys say? I'm gonna make the decision, but I wanna see. Yeah, also a little bit like Malphite. What do you guys think about this one? This one's from Jose Manuel. It's a cool sculpt, and again, this is what I mean, or what I said at the beginning. Like, even if you get disqualified or something, that doesn't mean that your work's not worth it. But it's tricky, right? Because it's like a demon character. Definitely falls a little bit more into the character side of things, man. It's tricky. It's tricky. Creature. It's a characterized creature 1/1. Character, creature. This one's more character. We got creature. Yeah, it's right there on the edge as well, right? It's right there on the edge. More creature than the previous ones. I also agree that's a little bit more creature than the previous one. Okay. I'll make up my mind during the weekend, okay? I'll decide on the boat there. Nice. This one is from Gabriel Molina. Gale Bostro. What's the name of this character? Nemeferus. Nice, nice. Again, same advice that I did for the other one. Chains, too small, right? For such a strong character, like those chains will do nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's cool stuff. Spluchy, we've already seen that one. Ratfly, this gives me, oh my god, this is so weird. Flinky 3D, Mohammed from India. You got some cool imagination here, my friend, because this is so weird. Great render, by the way. Great render. Very cool one. I really like it. And I would definitely be like freaked out if I found this on the forest. So that's a good sign. Lavanica, we've already seen that one. Lonurus, the ghost. Oh man, Felipe. You also missed the instructions, my friend. Wait. I guess the only instruction you missed is that you submitted 2 of these ones right here. But they look very similar. I guess you only added like a couple of lines there. I'm not sure what to do. I'm also going to have to decide what to do with yours. Because you did follow everything else. Cool stuff. Looks like a werewolf. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still going to give you... I'm still going to do the evaluation on yours, man. But it's too many pictures here. The sewer spawn. Nice. Jose Saldivar. Nice. Yeah, very Last of Us. Very Resident Evil-like. Cool. The 2-coin god. Yeah, I knew we were gonna get some like big guys right here. Okay, so this is interesting because it kind of looks like you spend more time on the throne than you did on the actual character itself. Like, I see more work being done on the throne than on the character itself. And then on the video render, of course, we don't see the throne as much because the important part should be the character. Yeah, good stuff, man. I mean, and I'll probably spend a little bit more time on the character. This also looks like a very fun like creature for like a D&D game. Nyx, Guardian of Eldoria. There you go, another cute creature here. Nice. By Ricardo. Awesome. A quick advice that I can give you here, man, is to... It seems like you did, to separate the eyes from the other parts of the character. Yeah. Nice. Another Spider Queen. Ah, this is really good sculpt, man. Ah, you did a great job here on this sculpt. Very classical. Like, the only thing that I would tell you is maybe try something a little bit more original. Like something, like add a detail or an element that made it a little bit more original. And I think here, one of the things that you could have... Oh, this is a great render. Yeah, oh, it's difficult to criticize this one because it's great. It's a really good sculpt, like really, really good sculpt. Like, this is AAA level, easily. Again, the only thing that maybe we could do here is play with the colors. So right now, everything is red, right? Like pinkish red. Maybe keep something black, like a Black Widow, right? So it has like patterns or something. That would have been my only like advice for this one, because yeah, like the details and everything, top notch, top notch. This is by Clement. Awesome stuff, man. I think I've seen your stuff before. Sorry, I'm gonna stalk you a little bit. So I remember, I'm not sure if you've submitted for portfolio review, but I think I've seen your stuff before. Yeah, you got some cool stuff, man. Awesome. The Floral Spectre. Nice. Again, a little bit busy, but I like it. Very ambitious. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of elements. Very, very ambitious. By Cash. Nice. Ulf. Oh, this one also falls into character, my friend. Yeah, I think this one is easier to like, and we're missing one image. Oh, there's the clay render. It's a really cool render. I like it. Looks very classical, almost like a paint. But yeah, this is just a character, man. Well, it looks way more like a character rather than a creature. Kalikot, the Forgotten Warrior. Nice. Okay, cool. I like this render. I like the hand, like going forward. That's cool. I mean Specimen 009? Yes, I did. Sorry about that. There we go. Specimen 009. Nice. It's got like short arms. That's fun. Interesting. Hilthorn Rodel. Nice work, man. Yeah, it looks very, 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 very original, man. I love it. Yeah. Very cool one. Nice. Nice, nice. So we got Ulf, Kalikot, Lumia, Spirit of the Weeping Forest. Okay. Okay. As you played with hair. I'm not sure I understand all of the elements. Like this floating things right there. Same for the render. I feel like it's a little bit like it's just like the focus. I'm not sure where to look at, but the clay render makes it a lot easier to understand. Cool. Nightcrawler. Nice. We have busts right here. I think this is one of the first busts we'd have. Most of the other ones have been completed characters. Murka. Hey, Murka, you were over here, right? There you go. I like this filter. Again, very Stranger Things like. Good stuff, man. Deborah. Nice. Usually with characters like this, hands are facing back because you always try to place or pose the character in the pose that he's gonna be the most. Right now he's like he's flexing, right? So just keep that in mind. Let me bring the music back to. There we go. Sorry, I was getting a little bit like annoyed by strong music. What do I think of armor paint for texturing? I have never used it, to be honest, Midas. I've never used that one, so I'm not gonna be able to give you an informed opinion. But what I can say is that it's not industry standard, so it's not something that you're gonna see all the time. Love this render. really nice. It looks like we're literally encountering him. It reminds me a lot of like Slender Man, right? Again, it's a simple concept, but it's well executed, this one right here. By Michael Kirchhevel. Nice stuff, man. Morgoth, we already saw that one. Balthiros, the Sable Oracle. Nice. We can definitely, again, play a little bit more with the background to give more spotlight to the main character. Reminds me of like the Dark Elves from Thor, maybe? I feel like I've seen similar, like, again, like graphic languages before. It's a cool one. This one's by CL Grimes. There you go. Impure Virgin. Okay. Yeah, my advice, guys, be very careful when you're working with concepts like this, where there's multiple characters in the same, like, creature or whatever, because they start competing against each other. So I'm not sure if she's the bad one or if he's the bad one. If that's like a decoy, like it becomes a little bit complicated, right? So yeah. Project Fairy. Oh, this is another cool render here. Oh, very creepy fairy. Similar feedback that I gave to the other one about the eyes and the protection of the eyes. Interesting forms. Nice. Thrimos. Álvaro Torres. Yeah. Love this shot, man. Love this shot. That's really cool. Nice. What can I improve in Calicut? Calicut. So, mainly anatomy, man. I think anatomy, more detail. The pants, maybe you could do them in Marvel's Designer. Like, you're in a good, like, in a good process, right? For your artistic journey. Like, this is not, like, it has a lot of really good forms, good points. It's just, like, polishing, learning, and improving. Mainly, I would say anatomy for this one. Yeah, I mean, I answered that on the YouTube channel. I haven't used Armor Paint, so I don't have an informed opinion about that one. Mother of Fingers, Arania. Yeah, we've seen that one already. The Quillhopper. I remember this one. This was one of the first submissions, I think, by Lepulg. There we go. Yeah, it's a very fun one. Looks very sort of like Ren and Stimpy, like very colorful, very exaggerated silhouettes. I like it. Good stuff, Lepulg. Good stuff. Snillar. This was also one of the first ones to be submitted. Very creepy, man. Like what the hell, dude? This is by Thao. Yeah, man. Cool stuff. Like a very weird alien. I don't think they would allow this lower part to be showcased in the movie, to be honest. It can look a little bit too, I don't know, sexual maybe. But yeah, it's a very creepy creature. Magoharen? I've already given like a little bit of I'll see if I can go back to that one, man. But I like when I was going through all of them, I was giving a little bit of advice to everyone. This is the artillery demon. Very Doom-like, right? Yeah. Careful here with the details, man. Like there's a very like simple thing here. Like it makes no sense to have these bullets just floating. So you need to model in the little like I don't know if it's like a plastic or metal like casing or something that holds them all together. Because yes, we can understand that they're gonna go into the gun, but it doesn't make sense to just have them like that. Okay. I was going for a cybernetic demon like the ones you find in Doom and Eternal. Big fan. Model body nomad, blender for guns with subdiv, and substance for renders with blender. Is this you, my friend? Oh yeah, it's you, right? Flip kicks. Ah, there you go, man. Yeah, just be careful with those details. Again, like this thing's connecting to everything else, like the place where the bullets are gonna be flying through, like that sort of stuff. But it's a fun idea. It's like a very fun. Reminds me a lot of my brother and I. We have this this like thing with the like Digimon, right? Because in Pokemon, it's sort of like fairly like normal to expect like the evolutions, but in Digimon they go freaking bonkers, man. Like they start like this and suddenly boom, guns and swords and like super crazy stuff. So it reminds me of this the wolf. What's his name? Wargarurumon, I think it's his name. They just go crazy on Digimon with the freaking evolutions, man. I wish I had the time to really like get a deep dive into like Digimon lore and understand how it works, because it has some really cool designs. I just don't understand how they go so crazy so fast. Metal Garurumon, right? Metal Garurumon. Yeah, this one. It's just like a wolf with guns and cannons and everything. There you go. 2 more. Yeah, we're about to finish the showcase here, my friends, and then I'll explain how I'm gonna be doing the evaluation, okay? So, Abiso 4. Oh, yes, this was another one. Very, very cool cinematic render here by Gene. Yep, there you go. Fulfilling all of the necessary information, and amazing render here by our friend. Very, very cool. And finally, King James with this one right here. Nice. Awesome. Well, that's it, guys. I'm still not sure about how many submissions. I haven't counted every single one of them, but I'm pretty sure it was like over 100 submissions that we got this time around. So let me show you very quickly how I'm gonna be doing this evaluation. We're gonna do a quick demo here, okay? So I'm gonna open a like an Excel sheet here, and let's grab. I'm just gonna scroll this one. There we go. So Kiluas. So I'm gonna write here on the Excel sheet the next information. We're gonna have the name of the user. Okay, so that it's easy to find here on the Discord. So it's gonna be name of user or participant. Then we're gonna have the evaluation rubric. Give me 1 second. So let me just copy this because we're gonna reference it back in just a second. So if you remember, on the event rules, we mentioned that we were gonna be evaluating 5 things right here. So it's presentation, sculpt, technical execution. We're gonna be evaluating story and background. Background is not the 3D background, it's the background of how you got the idea and all that stuff. And finally, design and creativity. Okay? So that's gonna be my evaluation, sort of like a rubric for the whole thing. Now let's go back to the submissions. Look for the Babowski, the Babo. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, and again, I'm gonna do this off camera, right, during the weekend and during the next couple of days, because it's gonna take me quite a bit to go through all of them. But I'm gonna give you guys a points, or a series of points, depending on what I see. So, for instance, this render, I'm gonna say, hey, it's a really good render. I like it. I do feel like it gets a little bit dark, and as I mentioned during the review of this particular piece, I do feel like the arms being close to the chest break the information, so it's difficult to understand that there's arms right there. But I like the general composition of it, so for this cinematic render, I'm gonna give this 18 points. For the sculpt, I think this is a great sculpt. Like, it's a really, really, really good sculpt. I can see the wrinkles, I can see the forms, I can see the silhouette, I can see the muscles. Like, this gets the 20 points for me on the elements. Technical execution, I'm also gonna give this one a high technical execution. I think we're getting a really nice like element, so 20 points on technical execution. If we go to the story, I'm gonna have to read the story. Again, I'm not going to read it right now because I don't want to bore you guys, but you guys are, of course, free to go here to the submissions and read them yourselves. But let's say, just to give an arbitrary value, I'm going to give this 16 points. And finally, design, like how original I think this character is I think it's fairly original. I'm going to give this 18 points. Okay? So, here I'm going to write Apes Tolu. And we're just going to, like, get this information there. There we go. And that's what we get. Oh, So as you can see, this one right here has 92 points. Why is it not working? Ah, whatever. Just gonna copy this over here instead. Okay? And then I'm gonna send these pictures to everyone else, and we're gonna have Judge 1, Judge 2, Judge 3, and Judge 4. Okay? And we're gonna, again, let's do a quick exercise. Let's say Judge 1 gives this one a 95 or 96, Judge 2 gives it an 88, Judge 3 gives it a 94, and Judge 4 gives it an 82. Okay? So now we're gonna add all of these ones right here. And that's gonna be the final score. Right? Of course, this one, we can actually, no, it's not actually an addition that we want. It's an average. There we go. So, as you can see, in this case, and this is an example, again, I'm going to take my time to really evaluate everything. But in this case, our good friend Colby would get a 90 on his scorecard, right? Then, we're going to take all of the scorecards from all of the different participants, and that's how we're going to pick the big winner. If we have a tie, I don't think we will, but it might be very, very close. Well, then that's why we have the runner-ups for, and that's why there's going to be like multiple people doing the evaluation. But in the case that we have a tie, we will probably do a tiebreaker with the community. So at the end, we'll have like the picks from the judges, and there's going to be a tiebreaker there so that we can decide who the winner is and who becomes like a runner-up. But let's solve that if we get there and if we get that particular situation, okay? So yeah, let's see. You can even make a single operation in Excel. I know just a very, very basic, man. Like what what I showed there, that's my full knowledge of Excel. That's it. So yeah, wow. I mean, guys, again, I just want to thank everyone because it has been an amazing, amazing time. Seeing all of the amazing submissions that you guys created, all of the creatures, all of the information that you shared on the Weeps channel, on the resources channel, like, I think this has been our best community event so far. We're gonna have more contests, of course, in the future. We're gonna have more stuff. We're working on more things, more collaborations, more showcases, tutorials, everything. But what do you guys think? Let's stop talking about what I think. What do you guys think about this contest? Did you like it? Did you like the submissions and all of the things that we had right here? Because just look at this. More than 100 artists working in creating amazing things. And just inspiring each other. I think it was so, so good. Can you select 20 pieces for the community to choose from instead of the 120 works? David, can you help me explain how the community event's going to be? If I'm right, what we're gonna do is, I think it might be a good idea actually to do a quick selection of like the top 50, probably. The top 50, and then there's gonna be one vote, like everyone's gonna get only one vote. Can we do that, David? Yeah, it's gonna be a separate channel. So there's gonna be a new channel here on the under the event. It's gonna be called Event Vote or Event Pick or something like that. And we can, okay, yeah, if we might just let everyone select freely. And guys, I mean, like usually with the masses, right, with voting, the favorites ones start like going up quite fast, so it should be, yeah, that's right, yeah, we're gonna keep every option open, okay? It should be fairly easy to see, but you're gonna see. Let me see if I can show you a sneak peek of how it's gonna look. Didn't you share an image with me, David? Oh, you actually share a hidden channel, right? 1 second. There we go. Yeah. So let me show you guys how it's gonna look. This is a sneak peek of the channel. There we go. So on the community votes channel that's going to be opening soon so that you guys can vote, you're going to see this. Okay, so David is going to be adding every single user here with all of the images. And you guys are going to be able to vote. But you only get one vote. Okay, so you're only going to be able to vote once. I'm still not sure how that's going to be done, David, because it's a single post. Oh, there we go, yeah. So, like, with the little fire thingy, okay? So, I think we're going to find a way, or David was working on a way, so that you can only vote once. So, in this example, we have this three right here. We got this one by Jimmy Gustavo, this one by Jean Carlos, and this one by Claudio. If I vote on one, I shouldn't be able to vote on the other one, but right now I can. But we're going to find a way to not be able to do that. And you're just going to see all of the submissions. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So we're going to allow that then. You can vote on multiple ones, but you can only vote once per post. Okay? Yeah, there you go. That's even easier. Yeah, I think that's even easier, guys. So you can only vote once. So there's only going to be one vote available. But you can vote for multiple guys. So if you have multiple favorites, you can submit for all of those favorites. And at the end, whoever gets the most votes, that's going to be the community winner. I feel like this is fair enough. In which it's probably the easiest way for us as well to go over all of this. Believe me, for next contest, because when we did the first contest, the Weapons of Legend contest, I learned a lot of things about how to run a contest, and it shows, I think, on this one because it was an even nicer contest. So for the next contest, we're also gonna think about like more streamlined ways to do this. But yeah, so as you can see, as David just confirmed, you will be able to vote for multiple. Just vote for your favorites. If you have 5 favorites, if you have 10 favorites, vote for them. And at the end, whoever gets the most votes, that's going to be it. But you're only going to be able to vote once per post, per image, right? Per person. So, yeah. That's it, guys. With this, we're finishing our Creatures Unleashed showcase. It's been an amazing month. We're now in November, so we're going to be preparing more stuff and more surprises here for November. I definitely got to finish the dragon head. You guys want to see it again? Let me see if I can get it easily over here. So this is going to be my project for November, which is to finish the dragon head. Someone was asking to see the back side of it. So as you can see, it's empty, it's hollow. Otherwise it would have been stupidly heavy. This is already almost like 10 kilograms, I think. So yeah, this is going to be one of the projects for this month to finish the dragon head. There's more premium courses that I'm going to start working on. There's more tutorials on YouTube. We're going to have more collaborations as well. Maybe we might find a way to get a couple more giveaways. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is 3D printed. That was 3D printed as part of a collaboration with Elegoo. They sent us the filament and we did it on the Neptune 4. You can check that as well. Yeah, that was a big project, right? I'm gonna be doing a video showcasing the full project, the assembly process, everything. So yeah, that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. No, that's just for our channel, just to showcase the process of 3D printing Infinite. That's pretty much it. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, guys, the best way to do it is, of course, by participating in this contest, as you just did. Also, following us on all of our socials. If you're on YouTube, make sure to follow. If you're on Twitch, following is also amazing. And if you want to check some of our premium courses where you can learn how to do the things that some of the amazing artists that we just saw here were doing, you can check, of course, our site, leal3d.com, where we have ZBrush classes, Maya classes, Blender classes, retopology classes, texturing classes, a little bit of everything. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, my friends. Thank you very much. I will see you back very soon. Stay tuned for the winners next week on the next stream. That's it for now. Bye-bye and have a great weekend. Oh, and don't forget, always learning, always improving.